Are we live?
X-Files. Wait, what?
Are we alive?
Wait. that wasn't what we planned.
I mean, maybe we're taking it a twist and turn. You know what I mean? This is
Maybe
change.
true. Hey, X-Files, like you mean the PlayStation?
I planned this.
Yeah,
plan's 100%.
that was a sweet segue. Dude.
That was exactly what I did.
Exactly.
Exactly.
What I was thinking.
Hold on. So, guys,
I
know people are wondering why are you not wearing glasses this week.
Yeah, I've been wondering that since like.
I have
20
my
minutes ago.
new glasses.
Ooh.
Okay.
Are we doing a reveal?
But I'm going to put them on, and I'm gonna make you guys look at them and go find out what's wrong with my new glasses. Okay.
I'm scared.
So I'm gonna put them on. Ready? Just gonna. All right.
Where'd
I
Joe
need you
go?
to tell me what's wrong with my new glasses.
Where's Joe?
First of
Who
all,
is that?
I'm super cool.
This is what Chief looks like outside of his armor.
So,
I can't put a.
Can you imagine he
I don't know
actually takes
what-
his helmet off and he just has these big shades on? Like,
you imagine if he takes the helmet off and then just like he goes like this and he just has glasses and he's just like, "What's up?"
Suck.
great.
I'm gonna guess, Joe.
And then he takes these glasses off and he just has another pair on.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. Fine. It's not like we're recording or anything.
I'm gonna guess.
You unprofessional. He's gone though. Can we talk? Dude, Bug Snacks.
Dude, also we got Bug
Welcome-
Snacks right here. Welcome to the podcast, Bug Snacks. How are we doing tonight, Bug Snacks?
The future game of the year.
Man,
Bug
a
Snacks.
few words right here. This
Bug
guy.
Snacks is the future.
This is the man. Welcome to the Glasses podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
I never really looked at it, but does he have a curly fry
Yes.
arm? And he has strawberry.
Strawberries?
Or are those oranges?
Strawberries.
Those are strawberries.
They look orange with my glasses on.
It's gonna be game of the year.
I bet you he's getting glasses. I just put that together.
Oh, should we take? Hold on. Should we take ours off?
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
And then we'll guess what yours are when he comes back and he's like, wait, your glasses aren't on anymore.
Yeah.
Like, this is by design, Steven. You don't even know.
He wants to be included in the bit, and he's like, I'm gonna go get my glasses.
Look, here he comes.
Oh, hold on.
He's in a bet.
Hold on. He doesn't have them on. Hold on.
Sorry, the bit was ruined.
What happened?
I was looking for these Xbox
I
sunglasses that I
fucking
had.
told you.
I had these
We
Xbox.
were like, we wanted you to come back to the screen and be like, yeah, guys, welcome to the sun. And we're like, what are you doing?
Well, I realized
have
I was
sunglasses
gone
on?
too long, and I'm like, I just have to abandon the bit. I'm just gonna have to come back.
Which is
empty.
funny because we were just talking about it too. We're like, oh, they're
Aw.
green. There we go.
What is that?
Xbox
just
One.
Xbox One.
It's this stress
Is
ball
that a
I got
stress
from
ball?
GameStop.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah, you
got
need
some
those
shades too
looking
that were cool. They had like green Xbox on the side.
Oh,
I don't
Right.
know what they are.
you don't know where they are?
No, they used to be in the
Honestly,
drawer, and now I don't know where they are.
The people
so.
want to know.
They need to know.
So
They deserve
my
to
glasses, by the way, I need you to guess what's wrong with them.
I'm gonna guess they might be a little too dark. I guess they
They're
might be actual just sunglasses.
prescription.
Is that your final guess?
My guess is that they're sunglasses.
So they I asked for a blue light filter on my glasses.
Okay.
This is them with a blue light filter. But I think they only thought I used them for like when I only use glasses for like when I'm on my computer or whatever.
Oh.
So they made them like super dark, but I'm like, I need these for like everyday use kind of thing.
Right.
So like I tried to wear these at night. Like I didn't drive or anything. I just went out to go test how I could see at night. And I was like, wow, it's really dark. And my sister was like, no, it's not.
No, it's
your
not.
your glasses. And I'm like, oh, I can't see at all.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome. So I have to take them in tomorrow, but which sucks because I love the frames
They're nice.
and they're not scratched up, and they're nice new pair. It's just I need them
To be better.
not dark. I'm
Those
gonna
are,
wear
those
them
are
for
supposed to be
this,
your
though.
everyday glasses, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be my everyday
Oh.
glasses. Supposed to be clear, and they're just too dark. They're too dark for me.
Fun.
Which is
Wow.
a little
Unfortunate.
bit of a bummy bum. I'm gonna wear them. I can wear them right now. Right now is no problem. But if I
Yeah.
go outside, it's a big no.
Your room is also hella light.
So it's hella light.
You look like Morpheus.
First of all,
Oh man, you just need some
Thank
birds
you.
and you can fit into John Wick.
man,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
That's my bit. Okay, that's my thing. Like I swear I brought up
Yeah.
John Wick, Morpheus, and the birds more than anything, and I'm gonna keep that going.
Every week you try and bring up Morpheus and the birds.
This is Morpheus and his birds.
And John
dude.
Wick.
Yeah.
Have you seen his birds?
Does anybody know his name in the movie?
Morpheus, but with birds.
It's just homeless Morpheus.
no,
right?
it's literally
Homeless
Morpheus
king.
dot
That's
dot
just
but with
homeless.
birds.
He's just the hobo king or whatever, right?
Yeah. Or
That's
more
what he
commonly
is.
known as Morpheus. but
Pigeon
with
Man.
birds.
Did you guys ever watch Hey Arnold?
Oh, dude, that episode was weird.
Dude, he's pigeon.
He's
He is
Pigeon Man.
Let's go, Pigeon Man 2020.
So I guess let's talk about what we did this week. What did as you can see, I got my glasses this week. I've been dealing with that fiasco. That was fun.
I turned old this week.
You did.
Man, I hate to break it to you. You've always been.
Oh fuck. Sean Wish, my
No, it was your
glasses.
birthday, right?
It was. I'm
Happy officially on the
on the
podcast birthday. Yeah.
I'm
I
not,
want you to know
30
that I was
yet.
gonna.
not there yet.
Not yet. You're
Almost.
29.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a 29-year-old. Steven, how old are you?
27.
So we have a 27-year-old, a 29-year-old, and a 74-year-old. It's quite
Sounds
the
about right.
contrast between ages here.
Talk about Master Chief.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do this week? No, what? Master Chief is like 18. What do you mean?
I haven't done too much this week
1800.
actually.
What'd you guys?
Believe it or not,
Yeah, you didn't do. What'd you do for your birthday?
I went to the beach, not during the day because I'm not gonna go with a billion people that are sitting at the beach. I went at night when nobody is there, and
That's smart.
that was cool. There was nobody there, but I still took my mask anyways. I got made fun of for wearing a mask. That was hilarious
Wait, someone made fun of you for wearing a mask?
because I was in Huntington
Why?
Beach and people in Orange County are fucking stupid. But I was
You were the only one?
there was a couple other people, but like where I was waiting to cross from. So I don't know if anybody listening to this or any of you guys have been to Huntington. There's a crosswalk that goes from like a little shopping center they have to the actual
Mhm.
beach. I was crossing that
Mhm.
crosswalk, and a dude like drove by and like slowed down in front of me, and was like, "Dude, you look fucking ridiculous wearing a mask. It doesn't do anything," and like started laughing and then drove off. Funny enough, I was the one that was laughing because I'm like, "You're probably stupid."
Or drunk? Or both?
I mean, he can be definitely both. But I like wore
Probably
my
both.
mask all the way down to the beach, and then when I got on the sand where there was nobody, I took off my mask. I'm like, there's nobody here at this point. This is fine. There's like one group like 50 feet out that way, and there's another one like 30 feet out that way. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Mhm.
like personally, I just wear it because not exactly for me, but just for other people. So I don't care. I just wear it. But yeah, beach was really nice. It was super dark.
That's awesome.
At the beach, like darker than usual, and I
Mhm.
could see like a billion constellations. So I literally like
Wow.
sat on the beach,
Oh, cool.
listened to the waves, and like stared at all these constellations that were just up in the sky. I was like, this is a cool night. It's peaceful as all hell.
Peaceful as all hell.
Yeah, so that was that.
That's dope.
I'm off keto this week still, as I think I've talked about before, and it's been wonderful. Oh my god, today's the last day. It
Yeah?
ends tonight.
What was
Is
your
it gonna,
top
is
three
it gonna be
things that you
tough to
ate?
go back on it? Yeah. What have you eaten? Like, what was the favorite thing?
Favorite thing was carne asada fries from Alberto's.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I went to that 4
Yep.
times this week because I was just that into it.
Oh, wow.
Number 2, McDonald's. McDonald's is so fucking good, guys. Like,
You know what?
Mm.
Sometimes it is.
because
I'm with
figure,
you.
I haven't had it in months, so just imagine like,
Oh,
That's
then
probably
yeah.
why it was so good.
yeah, that's why it was delicious. Oh my god, McDonald's
You
is good.
haven't had in months.
And then third thing, I went to Corner Bakery, and they have, I don't know if you guys have been to Corner Bakery. It's like a general food place, I guess. I've never been there, but they
Was
had
it the
mac
one
and
on
cheese.
the corner?
It is on the corner, and it's a bakery.
Okay.
But I had mac and
Yeah.
cheese,
Ooh.
and that mac and cheese was so good. I forgot what
They have
pasta
mac
tasted
and
like.
cheese.
Yeah, they have pizza too. I didn't know that. Like they have a bunch of different stuff.
What?
So me and my friend ate there, and we both got mac and cheese.
Sorry.
And like the mac and cheese was so good. Oh my god.
Holy shit, my
Oh,
ears.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I had to emphasize that point, okay? I just had to let everybody know mac and cheese was really fucking good.
Rip earphone users, by the way.
But those are my three meals that I enjoyed this week. I also gained back like 9 pounds, which is fucking crazy. But I'm gonna lose it all next week starting tomorrow. Anyway,
Could have been more, you know?
It could have been a hell of a lot more, but
So,
it was good. So that was generally my week.
well, I'm
No.
glad you had a good week.
Had a good birthday week. So much food. I'm probably gonna Postmate some stuff as this podcast is ending to get more food, because
That's fine.
before midnight tonight, I'm eating one last goodbye meal. I was thinking about getting Popeyes for the chicken sandwich, but I'm also like, I don't want to like. I don't get something great that I know. I'm like, I honestly might get McDonald's.
Are
McDonald's
you
sounds
saying
so
the
good.
chicken sandwich is not great?
I haven't had it,
At
so I don't know.
Popeyes, it's just okay.
Ooh, hot take.
There's my hot take.
I had it
you all
once,
need-
and it was
you guys
good.
need to freak out so much. Yeah, it's good, but it's not worth freaking out about over. There's better chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Come on.
But also, Popeye's delivery
Name
is like
two better chicken sandwiches.
75 minutes, and I'm not down for that.
Any chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A
How dare you?
is better than the Popeyes. And better chicken sandwiches, freaking like go to like Red Robin. You ever had the Whiskey River barbecue chicken sandwich? It's
Ooh.
unbelievable.
Holy.
Point. Let me
I have not, but I
So-
should.
let me come on with a hot take here. Chick-fil-A's overrated. Chick-fil-A is just okay. The sauces make it good.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I disagree with you. I actually think the Popeyes chicken sandwich is a little bit better than the Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Haven't
I
had it.
never thought the Chick-fil-A sandwiches were amazing.
Oh, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But people go nuts for
But when you put the sauce on it, then
Oh.
it like elevates them to like a
them.
new
Chick-fil-A
level.
sauce is the best sauce on the market.
Yeah.
At me as much as you want. Like, find me on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. My Twitter handle is just Wolf and the Fox. Please at me if you think differently. Chick-fil-A sauce is the best sauce ever created. Facts. Facts.
What are
I'm
the
gonna
top?
tweet-
What are the
I'm gonna
top
tweet
three
right now.
sauces?
Chick-fil-A sauce is all three.
Okay, that's one. Oh, well,
No, Chick-fil-A
All
sauce.
three.
Probably ranch, right? Like, ranch goes on everything.
Well, you got to be specific about what like.
Homemade
so
ranch.
hold on. Like we can't just say like
what about animal style?
ranch because a lot of places have like really crappy ranch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
But I mean, how many of
So,
those are actually like made from the like? You start with the buttermilk ranch, like shit you pour in with the mayonnaise and like.
I'm not gonna tell you the name of my work, obviously, but my work has really good ranch.
It does have really good ranch.
But if you were gonna say what place has like, we're talking just in general the best ranch, right? Just
Yes.
not specifically
can-
like
it could
What
be
about sauces,
either.
though?
You could say
Uh,
specifically like a certain place's ranch is better than anything else. If you want.
No, I'm saying like we're not doing like fast food restaurants only. Just like any
No,
ranch
anything,
from
yeah.
like from the supermarket, from anything.
Yes.
Denny's Ranch has the best ranch.
What? I've
Denny's
never
has the best
had
ranch.
the ranch at Denny's, and I've been to Denny's.
Denny's Ranch is really good. It's very creamy.
I don't get breakfast at Denny's, so I've
it's
never had the
it's
ranch.
delicious.
Same
You get the ranch at Denny's is like fire. It's the best.
Yeah,
They-
even if
they
it's
have
2 in the morning, I get
Denny's
the
might
breakfast.
have the best. Denny's might have the best dipping sauces.
That's
might be
so
Denny's.
weird to think of.
It's weird to think of, but I'm telling you right now, they've
What,
got like
syrup?
no like barbecue sauce.
Ranch.
Their honey mustard is amazing. Their ranch is really good. They have like a bunch
Wow.
of other sauces that I've tried that are really good.
You know what sauce is really good? And I'm gonna go ahead and take a playbook out of or take something out of Joe's brother's playbook. The firecracker sauce at Yard House is fucking
The
great.
firecracker sauce.
There
at
we
Yard
go.
House is really good. You gotta get your chicken tenders tossed in it. Though.
The hack that
You
Jesse
can't get
taught
it.
me.
You get it on the side. You get it on the yeah he did. You
Yep.
get it on the side. It's just not as good.
It's
but you
good,
get 'em
but it's
tossed.
not like if you get them tossed in the sauce. Oh, you get lost in the sauce. You don't want to be lost. You want to be lost.
I remember
in the
when
sauce.
that used to load your plate. Now
Oh,
they
yeah.
barely give you any.
That stuff is
but-
so good.
You know what was really good that they got rid of?
What?
I mean, we're gonna keep talking about sauces. McDonald's hot mustard is
Never had it.
unbelievable. And their habanero ranch that they got rid of like idiots was amazing.
What about the Szechuan sauce? Anyone ever watch Rick and Morty?
Hey, guess what?
Did you eat it?
No, I heard it
Um,
wasn't that great.
Yeah, I was gonna do a thing. It's just ketchup mixed with teriyaki. That's all it is.
Is that what it is? That sounds
It's just-
disgusting.
Ketchup mixed with teriyaki sauce.
I liked
That's what it is.
but you know what it was? It was just.
Mm.
Have you ever been to any Chinese food place? You ever had the orange chicken?
Yes.
That's what it did.
Yes.
It
Mm,
made the chicken nuggets taste like orange chicken,
Mm.
kinda.
Mm.
mm,
So it was like, all right, this is interesting.
mm.
In case you guys are wondering, this is a root beer that I am drinking. I can't. Hold on. Get on that.
Virgil's handcrafted root beer.
Virgil's handcrafted root beer.
Shout out
my,
Off-White.
my brother just handed me one. He was like, "Drink it," and I was like, "Okay."
That's a Jesse thing to do. Just hand you something and be like, "Here, have this." You don't question it. You just put it in your mouth. As terrible as it sounds.
Dude,
That's what she
Phrasing.
Yeah, did that on purpose.
Phrasing. This week, unless you guys have sauce places you want to talk about.
No.
said. Nah,
No.
what'd you do?
I hosted my first in like years D&D game online.
I was
Virtual.
there for it, but I wasn't
Online.
there for it.
You were there for it, but you weren't there.
I was in the
for it.
Discord.
Yeah, he saw us the text chat that was happening.
Yeah, and I just added to
But
the
I
text
hosted
chat
my-
with no context.
Which, by the way, if you guys want to,
Hold on, I have to let my cat out. She's being a brat.
Okay.
we're gonna
what's
save
your-
it for
bye,
until
kitty?
afterwards.
hold on. Okay, so Chappie, I'm not gonna tell Steven this, but if you want to play, okay, if you want to play, just like go ahead. We'll just, we'll just say it's full up. Hey, Kitty. Kitty can join.
Hi, cat.
Okay,
Oh, my God.
but we'll just, it's full up if he asks. Okay,
Yeah, we're.
but you can join. You can join.
I'm gonna say
okay?
that I'm joining next week, and then we're just gonna talk about D&D only for the rest of the podcast.
Yes.
But we're not gonna tell Steven
Yeah.
about it. He just
Well,
did
I'm gonna be like, I want to be like,
Oh, here it comes. Here it comes.
so yeah, okay, hold on.
we got
Stuff.
this. It's no big deal. I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn on
yeah,
this
so
Xbox light in a minute, I think.
yeah, so
But I think
yeah, so we're full up on like people, so like it's a real shame, we're all full up. We can't
Right,
have
I
any-
can hop in
I
next
wanted
week,
to
right?
join.
well, you were the last guy we could let in.
now
it
we're at
was weird.
capacity.
Yeah, we're at capacity.
We are at capacity.
just-
we as a collective.
It's just weird. Yeah,
It's
Steven,
wonderful.
you can't.
It's okay. You guys are missing out on a 5-star necromancer over here, but that's okay. You guys have your fun.
5-star.
I don't know what any of those words
This guy
mean.
thinks necromancers.
You know, people
Steven,
who
you
can bring
can,
back the dead.
You can.
I thought those were the people that
We can
fuck
talk
the
about
dead.
you joining.
I mean,
No, that's necrophilias.
Why not both?
That's necrophilomancers.
they don't
That's what they're
necessarily coincide
Why not both?
necessarily.
I am a necromancer. This guy sleeps with the dead? No, what? No, I don't do that. That'd be weird. What a freak.
Can
I
be
mean, I
Batman?
sleep near the dead. They're
I
in
sleep
the
near them.
vicinity
That's
of
gross,
where
man.
I am.
That's real shady, dude. Like, no, I bring them back and they do my bidding. That's disgusting.
What bidding
That's
are we
so
talking
gross.
about here? What bidding are you having them do? What are they bidding?
He's
do
like
your
the final
betting?
boss. He's like the final boss of a dungeon, and they're not taking him seriously. Like, I'm a necromancer, and they're like, he's a what?
Quick side note, since we're
sleep
talking
with
about
the
D&D, have you guys ever seen the show Community at all and seen the D&D episode they have?
Yep.
Because if you haven't,
Nope.
Yep.
Steven, specifically,
episode.
I highly recommend you watch it.
That sounds
Very
funny.
fantastic episode.
Like, you don't need to watch
fantastic show, by
anything else in the show. The show is amazing. The show is one of my favorites ever.
the way. You should just watch.
But the good thing about like that D&D episode, you don't have to watch anything prior. You don't have to watch anything after. Just that one episode. It's on Netflix too. So
Okay.
look up Community.
I
and look up,
watched the first episode actually like a couple weeks ago.
Community is
So I
great.
just put it on.
Do you like Rick and Morty?
Of course.
Same writer.
Oh,
you go.
Dan
So the
Harmon,
humor,
right?
yeah, Dan Harmon. The humor is very close, just not as science spacey kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the
Mhm.
jokes are just as good. Like some of the shit in
Yeah.
there is so funny. Actually, did they get
And
rid of the
it's-
D&D episode because it has? Because Chang, I think, does blackface on that. They might have gotten rid of the D&D episode.
Ooh.
Or
Look
is
it up
that
on
the
Netflix.
second episode?
Might
Didn't
be
they
the
do
second one.
two?
They did two.
Chang's not in the first one.
Chang's
He's
not in the
second
first one. Yeah, because Troy's in the first one, and Chang replaced Troy because Donald Glover
Yes.
went to go do Childish Gambino stuff, and he left Community at that point. Yes.
Yes.
So watch the
Ah.
first one.
First one. The first one's better anyway.
The first one is miles better. The second one's good,
Yeah.
but the 2nd one focused more on like, oh, here's a dad and his son. Let's focus more on the father-son mechanic. Where the first one is like, we all hate Chevy Chase. Fuck that guy. And Chevy Chase is like, haha, fat kid, and that's like the entirety of the episode.
Yeah.
Like you don't understand the context till you watch the episode, but it makes
Watch.
sense.
It actually has like a really good as all Community episodes. There's like a little lesson in there for you to learn.
Community is a great.
All
show.
right.
10 out of 10.
It's a good
I
show.
will try to check it out. Let me write that down.
Not
Watch
try,
it
watch
or,
the one
watch
episode.
Community.
That is it.
So, that's what else did I do this week? I had the D&D. I just burped a little bit. Sorry. Ordered the part to get my car fixed.
Nice.
Hopefully that shows up. Got my glasses.
Cool.
Got to get my glasses fixed.
Everything in Joe's life just comes with, but it needs to get fixed.
Yeah, but it needs to be fixed.
Halo
this is-
Infinite,
But it needs to get fixed.
but it needs to get fixed.
Oh,
We'll
I
get
guess we'll get there. Everything. Eventually, at the end, I'll be like, I'll be like 147 years old, and I'll be like, everything's fixed, and then I'll just go,
And then slowly.
and then I pass on. But what they don't know is that I didn't really pass on. I faked my death and took all my treasure, and I went all the way up to the island. And I'm not going to say which islands
The
in
island.
case you guys are there and you're trying to follow me for my treasure.
I might already be at that island. I'm just gonna say.
I want to be my last words. I want to be like, I want to like
The treasures
say
in
something. I wanna be like,
Bermuda.
the treasure's buried in, and then I just pass out. Or I'm like, your real parents were, and then I'll just pass out.
Wow.
Perfect.
Just one last thing, and then like years later when they find out I was messing, they'll be like, "Good
They'll
one,
never
Dad," and
find
I'll go,
out. They'll think you were
Classic
serious.
Joe.
No, I'll leave clothes. I'll leave clothes. I'll leave
You'll
clues.
leave clothes. Like, hey, I left
Some
my
clues
pants
will
over
have
here.
clothes on them. I'll leave. Yeah, some clothes will have clues on them. I'll leave clues, and then when
socks,
they
right?
find it,
In your sock
and
drawer.
at the end of it, it'll just be a note, and it just goes, "Haha, got you."
Got him. Just as hot.
Or
got
I'll
him.
wait,
your
like,
real
the
dad,
treasure-
sucker.
The treasure will be like the real treasure was me tricking you going on this journey. Haha, got you.
They're like in the coast of Africa, like, God damn it, Dad. What the fuck?
Like I spent our life savings on
We
this.
wasted everything.
And then
We
I'm
sold
like-
our house for this.
Yeah, and I'm like, by the way, if you wasted all your life savings, turn the paper over, and it's just a check for money.
But it's for like 10 cents.
But it's like,
Or it just says,
It's,
like, instead of like writing out everything, it's like for 5 cents, but instead of like writing 5 cents, it just says one really shiny nickel.
it's actually it's Stadia stock.
Oh, God. Stadia stock circa 2018.
The Stadia
so it
stock.
was actually like worth something, but it's not anymore.
Oh, no.
and they look at it, they try to redeem their stocks, and it turns out that now they owe Stadia money.
That was
Because that's how bad the stock.
How
They
accurate is
also
that gonna be?
own Stadia at this point.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
actually
but nobody
they
wants
own
it.
Stadia.
Oh,
It says
Stadia.
Stadia ... I mean, if you really want it. Let's be honest.
Stadia for when you want to buy that off. Stadia is basically that off-brand console now.
Yeah.
You know how when people are like, when you're a kid and you're like, I want a Nintendo, and they give you like a Nintendo or like a
Genesis.
the
A Game
controller-
Girl?
the controller, or the controller that has like 1,000 games in it, but like it really only has 10 games and just different colored copies of the same 10 games.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah, the plug and play.
the plug and play stuff. That's what Stadia is. By the way, if you like Stadia and you enjoy Stadia, that
Too
is
bad.
nice.
What's the
For you.
status on Stadia? Does anybody know?
It doesn't.
It
People
failed.
are like,
Everyone's waiting
it
for
did
Google
fail.
to
I
close
know
it
it
down.
failed, but are you able to use it?
It's still going,
yeah,
Oh, okay.
but it
yeah,
just massively
and they're doing
failed.
like, they did like a cool like free trial thing, which I thought was super dope.
They're trying to redeem it.
But the problem with Stadia is that people want to own the things they play. Nobody ever wants to like not. That's why while Game Pass is really nice, right?
We're going to get there.
You're not, huh?
No, finish your thought, but we're going to talk about games to pass in extent in a bit.
Yeah. While Game Pass is really nice, it's never gonna. I just don't feel like, even if physical copies go away, digital copies that I like you own it.
Yeah, that you can download
Right.
to your hard drive.
Those will just because people are like, I paid money, I want to own the thing I paid money for.
Right.
Yeah, in some
That's all.
capacity.
I think people just like I think people just like knowing that like I own it, and if I stop my subscription or whatever, I still like it doesn't. I still own it. Whereas if you stop your subscription, it's like
Yeah, we don't own it.
maybe if everybody had super high speed internet, Stadia would work. But not everybody has super ridiculous high speed internet. That's why Stadia didn't work.
Exactly.
Too
And the latency was
ambitious.
awful.
Yes,
Have you guys
I
seen the
heard of
video?
that.
There's a video of a guy playing Destiny, and he presses the jump button, and like if this is the character and this is the space button that I press, he like presses the space button, jump. Like it takes that long. It just
And then it's
I
just
hate
like,
that.
yeah, it's real bad.
So bad. And
That's
like
unplayable.
he's like a journalist too, and he recorded himself writing the review for Stadia, and he just clicks the thing, and he's sitting there like presenting his screen at how terrible it is. And I'm like, this is fucking great. Yeah, maybe I'll just edit it
All
in
right, what
right
were you
here.
gonna
Maybe I'll edit it in.
Do you guys remember the
Yeah.
Ouya?
Holy
You guys
shit!
remember the?
Did
I gotta go
that-
get a water. You guys
did that
talk
get-
about those. I'll be back.
Okay, you go ahead and talk. Oh, he's gone. He's actually gone. All right,
No,
so
it's right
Steven.
there.
No. So Steven, I actually have one last spot left open in my D&D game.
Mhm.
Okay, so like you can have it, but we gotta tell Chappie there's no spots left. Okay.
But didn't you tell him there was?
No, I never said such a thing. That's crazy.
Hold on. My cat is.
Uh,
Hold on.
You're gonna leave me alone? You go ahead and leave me alone. I'll talk to the people.
No. Hold on.
What are you doing?
I want to show you this.
Oh no! What is she
She's
doing up there?
She just never done this before. I saw her jump up there, and now she's sneezing on my amiibos, and I think she's gonna try to knock them down.
I want to watch. Hold on. Everyone just cat cam. Here we go.
Hey! Get down! Get down!
Don't do it. Knock him over. Knock him over. Knock him over. Do it. Dude, just get one. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, look at her.
All right, this has gone on
Cat.
long enough.
Hi, cat.
Oh no! You can knock Pit down. That's fine.
No, don't put cat down.
Oh man, don't do Pit. Kid Icarus, come on.
Don't do Pit dirty like that.
Oh, come on, you.
Wait, he's dropping a
Can't believe it. Can you believe it, audience? I can't believe it.
Still off right now.
I know. I can still hear you. By the way,
My headset's not on. I'm just kind of talking.
I can hear you. We can hear all the things you're saying. My posture's
She's
really
going
bad.
crazy.
Sitting down. Headset on.
I just realized looking in the camera, I'm like, I have terrible posture. I was sitting like this. Like, there we go.
Do you ever just like straighten your back and like your spine
Yep.
cracks?
I just did it. I literally just did it right now.
Feels good.
It did feel really
You feel
good.
really good.
What are we
First of
talking
all,
about?
we're talking about how we feel really good.
Oh,
what are you talking
right. How we were gonna tell Chappie that the spot was taken for the D&D.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So it turns out
No,
that they needed a necromancer after all.
no.
Sorry,
This is all
Chappie.
lies. No,
You're done.
no.
It's okay.
This is going to bite me back real bad. Real bad.
See my
This
face
ain't
turning
working
red?
out real good. This ain't working out real good for Joe. So, let's what time are we at?
We are at
We're so.
I didn't get to talk about what I did.
too fucking
Oh
young.
my god! Nobody. Go ahead.
I went to the aquarium yesterday.
Oh,
We're in
okay.
Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. Yes.
Okay.
It was very
Now,
impressive.
where do you live?
You guys ever been to? That's not where I live. That's actually 2 hours away from where I
That is
live.
far as
Now
fuck.
Now I know that you're 2 hours near it. You fool!
Has anybody ever been to, for reference, the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach?
Yes.
Okay. That aquarium
I don't
sucks.
know. Okay.
That aquarium sucks. In
The
comparison.
fish work really hard at that aquarium. Okay.
Exactly. They work too
I've
hard.
never been to an aquarium.
Really?
Oh.
I don't think I've ever been. I've been. So the only thing I can remember going to is it's maybe the tide pools, maybe. But like it was like the place on the. It's like you can go on a beach on a boat and you can like see dolphins and whales, and then when you come back, they got like seashells and you can play in the tide pools and stuff. And then they had like this big room where you could look at they had like a tentacle from a giant squid that you
Right.
could look at.
Yeah.
And it was like really long. And I remember that. And I remember like thinking, I was like, that's not real. And like it was a kraken. I think I was like 8 or something.
Do you remember which aquarium this was?
No idea.
San Diego?
Damn.
There's pictures of me there that I'm sure someone has. That came out
Well,
creepier than I thought. My mom
let me-
has them probably.
Let me see if I can show you some pictures. But anyway, it was cool. It was this. There was 2 big buildings, right? Which I didn't know.
Yeah.
When we got there. We didn't even expect. It was me, my parents, and my brother. We didn't expect to even go to the aquarium, but we just thought, hey, why not? Let's check it out. It was really, really cool. It was like
That's
2
cool.
buildings. One building was the river experience, and then the other building was the ocean experience. So we went to
Okay.
the river one first, and you're going on these different levels, and like you kind of like look at the glass, and then you go to the next level, and then you go to the next level. You start from the top and you work your way down.
Oh, that's rad.
And there was a lot. There was like 6 different stories of just looking at fish, right?
Mhm.
They had like sea otters and stuff. The coolest thing about the freshwater one was just how ginormous the fish were. Like it was like mind blowing, like how big fish, like freshwater fish, can get. Like I saw this thing. It was called the arapaima, which I've only seen in Animal Crossing before this, and seeing them in real life is like they're like double my size.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Yikes.
So like you're looking at this tank, and it's just this ginormous fish. You're like, where the hell does this thing live? And it lives in the Amazon.
It lives
So-
in your
Oh,
house.
cool.
Yeah. And then we went to the ocean one, and there was penguins, which were awesome. And they were like on the ice, and then they were like jumping, diving in. You could see them under the water, and then they were like coming up
Oh, that's cool.
to the glass, and then they had like these little bands on their wings, and which told you like their names.
Mhm.
So it's like, oh, this orange and black band, what's his name? Oh, his name's Big Feet. What did they call him? Oh yeah, his feet are big.
Kid, just because someone wears size 13 doesn't mean.
No,
they're
like
big.
this penguin's feet was big. I don't know. I
Yeah.
just thought it was cool. I had a lot of fun.
Just because I have size 14 shoes
I was about to
does
say size
not
13.
mean you call me big.
Guys, is
And
it
then-
that time of the show where we talk about shoes?
This?
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, that's shitty quality. I also, you remember that show Zaboomafoo
Yes.
with those
No.
lemurs, the ring-tailed lemurs?
Yes.
They had them at this
No.
place.
Did you just start screaming Zaboomafoo really loud?
Yes,
course
as
you
did many. They were ring-tailed lemurs. They were just in this aquarium for no reason. I don't understand. Like, they were on the top level of the ocean building. We got to the top of the escalator, and I just see these lemurs. I'm like, what the? What does this have to do with the ocean? They don't. Okay, they're
Yeah.
awesome.
Welcome
They're,
to
like,
the
jumping
welcome to the aquarium. We got lemurs, and you're just like, all right, well, a couple questions there.
They're like, you can't ask questions. You gotta move on. Here, pet this stingray, and I was like, all right. Yeah, I touched a stingray for the first time. The top of it, it was nice.
Yeah.
It felt really soft.
was nice.
Slimy. It was nice. It was really nice. But yeah.
10 out of 10 would feel it again.
Definitely. If you're ever in Chattanooga, Tennessee, check out the
That might
aquarium.
be, if I visit you.
You don't know. We're gonna come get you.
How close is Tennessee to North Carolina? Do you know?
North Carolina, that's on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, South Dakota's in the. Okay, yeah. It's pretty close. I want to say Tennessee actually touches
South
South
Dakota?
Carolina. South Carolina.
Good
You
enough.
said South Carolina or North Carolina?
North Carolina. My friend lives in North Carolina. That's why. So I'm like, I can make a trip out to go see my friend in North Carolina. Drive up. Go to Tennessee.
Hmm. You know what?
I don't have the technology.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a phone to do that technology, but
The technology's there.
I'm also kind of hosting a fucking podcast right now. Okay.
Yeah. Can you
Oh,
back
are we
off?
live? Are we live?
What do you mean? Are we live? We've been live for the last 45 minutes. There to
It-
all
Ri-
your comments.
45
It,
minutes.
Richmond is in Virginia. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. What's a city in North Carolina? Can you name one?
Charlotte, High Point, Greensboro.
I see Charlotte.
I
Okay.
like how he immediately names it.
Yeah,
Charlotte.
You were quick with that, actually.
Well, Charlotte's the capital.
I know.
Is
That's
it-
how I knew.
Is it really?
Yeah. Do you guys know the capital of Massachusetts?
Ooh, it's a 6.5-hour drive there.
That's nothing.
That's like still not as long as it would take to drive from LA to San Francisco.
That's
So not
actually
too bad.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, so
We get it. You guys
California
like
is
to go places.
long.
I
We
go
get
to
it.
way too many places.
The cool thing about living in Tennessee now is that I'm going to travel more because if I ever want to go to like Orlando, Florida, 5.5 hours. If I ever want to go to Atlanta, 4 hours.
I had a really mean joke I wanted to say.
If I ever want to go to New York City, 5.5 hours.
I want to go to New York so bad. Side
I'm
with
gonna
Atlanta,
say the
or
joke.
Go with Joe's
Go
joke,
ahead,
and then I'll talk
go
about
ahead.
my
I'm
Atlanta
gonna say the joke. I'm gonna say the joke now. Where you were like, the great thing about living in Tennessee is that I'm gonna travel more, and I'm like, yeah, because there's nothing to do.
You're right.
He's gonna say you're right.
What I liked
Oh,
about
I'm
living where
sorry.
I lived in California,
Sorry,
though,
Tennessee.
is that it was
I'm sure you guys are all
close
great.
to the ocean and the mountains. You know, it's like, oh, an hour to the mountain or an hour to the beach.
Yeah.
It's great.
Now everywhere.
40 minutes to Disneyland. Gonna miss that.
I'm gonna
2
miss
hours to
Disneyland.
San Diego. An hour to LA.
I mean,
Hour
you
and a
can
half.
go to Disney, but you go to Disney World now, and it's like a
There you
6-hour
go.
drive versus a.
You just have to go to Florida, so you know
Yeah.
Sorry
So
about
once
that.
you've done everything in
I'm not sorry.
Southern
about that one, Florida.
California, it's time to move on.
If you ever go to Florida, though, let me know before you go so I can wait like 3 days after you leave, just so I can Google Steven Wilson Florida Man and just see what happens.
Yeah, just so we know, like when we Google bath beads or bath salts or whatever you decide to eat when we're up there.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you not know about the Florida Man thing?
Do you not know what Florida Man
I
is?
don't. Go ahead and explain. 'Cause
Okay,
I'm
so
confused.
Florida is basically a renegade state, right? They just kind of exist outside of the U.S., but they're part of it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Renegade is a little more complimentary. They're like the friend you have to invite to the group gatherings,
Because
but
you're-
nobody wants them there.
Yeah.
So
That's what
they're
Fl-
like the Dwight of The Office.
I think
No,
Dwight's
people
more
love Dwight.
respected.
They're like
Yeah,
Toby.
people do like Dwight. Oh,
No,
no,
Florida's
okay.
Toby.
He's like, he's like Toby.
Yeah. So, the thing is, if you Google, like, the thing that everybody says is, like, how crazy a story is your birthday? So what you do is you type in your birthday in Google, and then you type in Florida Man afterwards. So, like, for me, I'd be like, July 23rd, 1991, dox myself, by the way, and then Florida Man. And then you look, and there's going to be a story about some crazy shit that happened in Florida. Let's see what happened on my birthday with Florida Man. Let's see what happens.
I want to
Okay.
do this. This sounds interesting.
All right, fine, I'll
You
do it.
type in your birthday. Yeah, you do it too.
Like you have to type in like the actual your.
Or it might just be like the
date.
day. It might just be like the day and the month, not
the
like.
month and the day and the year.
Don't type in the year. Just type in
Okay.
Florida Man and then your birthday. Mine.
Oh my
It's
God.
not real.
A bunch of years came up under Florida Man. 1990, 1994.
Oh, my internet decided to mess up on my phone. Okay, that's fun. I got
Whoa.
Florida Man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his, and then it stops because I don't want to go click on that.
This is so crazy. I never knew about this.
Is it the first thing that pops up, or what is it?
Yeah, just
The-
any. It'll be a headline.
Mine's so tame. It's so lame. I'm actually ashamed of it. Florida Man charged with pouring ketchup on girlfriend. I'm so disappointed.
Okay, mine
the
gets better.
lamest story.
The fact that he was charged for that is the best part.
Mine is Florida Man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
Dude, that's the best one. I don't think anything can top that.
And the
Mine's
picture
just-
accompanying it is just like the best thing on the internet.
Oh my God.
I got one.
Tell me that picture
Florida
isn't
Man
gold.
calls. I got one. Florida Man calls cops after hamburger with mayo left at his door.
Mine is a Florida Man bit on the tongue by a rattlesnake he tried to kiss.
Oh my god!
Relatable.
Don't
That's
kiss.
Florida.
Don't kiss rattlesnakes, kids. Don't do it.
Wow,
that was
let me see this
awesome.
other one. Florida man accused of exposing himself claims he needed to air out. Deputies say.
Oh. Okay. Well, you
That
know,
one's
he just
sad.
needs a little. He needs a little stink. You know what I mean?
Why did
All
you
right.
take your pants off, sir?
So that's
It's
the
hot out
Florida Man
here.
thing. If you're going to Florida,
All right. You know what? Enough of. You know what? Speaking of things that are ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
are we getting into the main topic?
Let's talk
I wanna
about-
one last thing before we get to the main topic.
No, I already segue. It's too late.
Okay,
It's already perfect.
Cool.
It's
I'm
too
gonna run
perfect.
this segue.
Okay. Are you gonna do it after the segue?
Yeah,
I feel like you ruined it already.
I might have.
Should I finish it?
Yeah.
You want me to finish it? Okay.
Okay,
we
so what
start
I was
the
going to
set-
say was,
Yeah, you go. You go ahead.
No, I'll
you
go
took
first.
the wind out of my sails.
last thing before we get into the main thing in Joe's segue, because I'm going to bring it back to Florida Man eventually anyways.
Here, I'll
Um,
pause. Ready?
Okay, cool. Joe's pause. I don't know if you guys heard about this or ever watched this back in the day. G4 is coming back.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
I don't know if you guys heard about that.
How's that possible?
What I think it is that people who like used to work on the product are just like, hey, we want to bring this back kind of thing. Joe's doing a really good job of being paused, by the way. But G4, for those who don't know, is like an old video game channel that used to like be on actual air. I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to come back and it's going to be, I think it's going to be like a YouTube channel or like a Twitch channel kind of thing. I don't think, or it'll be streaming like on like Amazon, Netflix, whatever thing. I don't think it's going to actually be on TV. If it is, that's huge. But G4 was awesome. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool hosts, a lot of cool articles and stuff like that. Joe's frozen, but he can't understand this. But Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods, aka Kinda Funny's honorable commish, wants to host on G4, and I'm all for it. Either way, G4, welcome back. That was like my childhood.
They're gonna get the old hosts back.
Yeah, they got a lot of them back. Like Morgan Webb,
Adams,
I think.
Adam
I don't know
something.
if Sessler's back. I think Olivia Munn commented on it. Who else was on that? Like, there's so many people that have worked there before, and then a lot of people that are at Funhouse now used to work on G4. But they announced like Attack of the Show's coming back, X-Play's coming back, which are two of their big shows. And I love their E3 coverage every year, so I hope next year we get that. We'll find out. It's supposed to debut next year. I'll probably put the link for that in the description below. But yeah, that's about it. It's just as crazy as a Florida man is. That's fucking crazy. Now let me just hit this play button for Joe.
Speaking of bringing things back, let's bring it back to my segue, where I was going to say, speaking of ridiculous things, people are upset about Halo Infinite, and I think you all need to calm the fudge down because you're being ridiculous.
Post a picture of the pig
It was
guy.
better when I did it the first time.
Of the what?
What?
The
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 pig
meme
guy.
everybody the
Oh, the
meme
pig
everybody
guy.
keeps.
No, listen. Okay, we all watched it, right?
I mean, we
Right?
watched
The
it
Halo Infinite
live.
stuff? Right. You guys watched it.
Yeah, we watched
I got
it.
it ruined for me. That's
How
why I
was it
wasn't there.
ruined?
I'm so sorry.
For you.
Me?
Did
Opened
someone
up
just walk up to you and
my-
say Halo Infinite looks
No,
like
I opened up my group chat, and it
Oh.
was just like, this game got announced, this, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna watch the trailers now
So there was
I
some,
see.
because
I think there
I
was
was
some
gonna
cool
leave.
stuff in there.
yeah, and we're gonna get to it. So the Xbox showcase or whatever it was, games thing was Thursday, right?
Yes, Thursday.
Thursday.
On my birthday.
Thursday, and first thing that showed off was boom, Halo Infinite, and I thought it looked great.
I agree.
I was like, oh, I thought I was like, oh, okay, cool, very very cool. They're like, and they're talking about it. I was like, there's no aiming down sights. It's just the normal stuff. I said it when they first announced it. I was like, it's gonna be a gameplay reboot. When they're talking about it's a reboot of Halo.
It is.
I was like, they're not gonna reboot the story. They're just gonna reboot the gameplay. They're just gonna bring it back to like old Halo kind of gameplay stuff. But they kept in. It's not exactly old, They kept in some stuff. They kept the wall clamor.
They
thing,
brought the
which is
grapple
good.
hook. The grapple hook is.
Grapple hook seems really interesting. He jumps higher.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed that he jumps way higher now, like an actual Spartan, like
Right.
because he can super jump. Sprint is a thing. You know what I mean? I like
Did he sprint in the video though?
I don't think he did. In
he
the video.
sprinted in the video.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Huh.
Yeah, he sprinted. He sprinted like when he's running to the Warthog.
Okay.
And he some new guns which look cool.
Yeah.
And all this other cool stuff. I didn't see anybody talking about it, but when you shoot enemies, like their armor falls off, like when the places where you shoot,
didn't see
the
that.
armor starts to rip off.
I saw that.
and,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. Other cool thing that I know that I think was Alana from Funhouse posted on it, but
Friend of the show.
brutes will pick up grunts and throw them at you
I heard about that. And
as
I
like
didn't
little
see
kamikaze
that.
attacks.
I want that in my life.
That's why when you watch the trailer, when he's fighting a bunch of enemies, you just see a grunt go flying, and everyone's like, "Why'd that grunt go flying?" It's because a brute picked him up and just shoved him.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
And then like but it's their most ambitious campaign ever, but apparently people think it looked ugly, and I thought it looked really pretty.
I
I
agree.
thought it looked fine.
A lot of people say. I was watching a thing that was saying that like people say that it looks like current gen graphics and doesn't look like next gen. I'm like, I think it looks fine. It's Halo. Like,
Yeah,
it
it-
looks.
Master Chief looked good. The guy he was with looked really good.
Yeah, it looks solid.
And there's nothing
looks like
wrong
Halo
with
5.
current gen graphics.
No, it's good. Like,
So-
It's because people are so just they gotta complain about something. They're
Yeah,
so
I agree.
whiny.
I think
I didn't
Halo
notice
Infinite
a damn
looks
thing.
great. Like the entire
I
time.
thought it looked.
Even on the
yeah.
reactions, I was like, "This is great. This is great. This is Halo. Like,
It
this
looked-
is all I need. I need more
It
Halo.
looked.
That's it.
It looked real
God,
cool.
that's loud.
I liked the people I guess didn't like the hexagony shield recharge. I was like, that looks interesting.
Jesse either just
Looks
followed or
cool.
subscribed,
Whatever.
and I don't know which one it is, but Jesse, we love you.
Jesse.
And it goes, yeah, I don't know who that is.
I never heard of him.
Oh my god,
Uh-oh.
he's gone.
He just upset
What
the
happened
entire
here?
balance of our. I hate
But
this.
people didn't like the. People thought Halo looked ugly.
I thought it looked great. It looked
And I don't
so
know.
good.
I don't know what. Because people are posting screenshots and they're like, "This is what it looked like," and I'm like, "That's not what it looked like, though. It looked good.
I
It looked
think
fine."
I also
Yeah.
like the Oh my god, I had the name of the enemy when we were doing the reaction. I can't remember what it is. The Banished. Can't wait to
Yeah,
bring the
so
Banished into a
apparently-
mainline Halo game.
Yeah, apparently I guess the Halo Wars games are canon, but I guess everything Halo's canon. But I guess Halo Wars 2
Oh, so these guys were only in Halo Wars 2.
in Halo Wars 2 takes place after 5.
Mhm.
So
Alright.
it's a couple months after 5. So I was like, "Oh, okay. So you got to play Halo Wars 2. I'll play Halo Wars 2 to find out
What's going
Halo
on?
5." Yeah. It's
Side-
you know what they did? They
What?
did the Umbrella Corps thing. Okay? Cuz like Halo Wars 2 came out and I don't think a lot of people bought it.
It was Halo Wars.
I heard it was
okay.
just okay. But so they put like a major thing in it just like how I mean Halo Wars 2 is way better than Umbrella Corps. Don't
Yeah.
get that twisted. But Umbrella Corps you already knew about the 2 Umbrella things that are revealed in 7.
Right.
And you knew about them if you played Umbrella Corps. So they put a major story thing on Umbrella
Play
Corps.
7.
But I thought Halo Infinite looked.
Umbrella
I thought the gameplay
Corps-
looked dope.
I don't even remember that game.
It's a really bad game. Don't worry about it. It's a bad Resident
All
Evil
right,
game.
I'll forget about it.
But Halo
Just-
looked awesome. The trailer for Halo gave me
Thanks.
goosebumps
Mm-hmm.
because the theme, the like light Halo theme
Yeah.
that was playing over while the armor was being shown and everything like that. Oh my god, I was so happy. That was great to see.
Mhm.
Like, I think Halo Infinite looks amazing. I think it's going to be great. I also think it's going to look
Gonna be right back.
like when people are actually playing it themselves, it's going to be different. When they finally see it themselves, it's going to be like, oh, this looks even better than I already thought, or like
Nah,
better than I
dude.
thought it wasn't going to look, or this and this. Like, I think it's going to be better.
Nah, it looks ugly because someone posted a screenshot of a zoomed in like enemy.
Right here.
And he's got like a pig face. So the game is unplayable now.
Memes.
I didn't even notice that. When I saw those pictures, I kept seeing those memes posted everywhere, and I was like, I don't even remember this from the trailer.
Yeah, people go for the memes all day. It's all about the memes.
Yeah, I
But-
do remember that one guy doing like the villain or whatever. He was doing like a monologue.
Yeah, and then it showed like a close up of his face.
Yeah,
Because it was at different places. We talked about this because it was like in different places at the same time. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
okay.
But I think Halo looks great. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I always play the Halo
Yeah.
campaign and love it. Multiplayer, I play a lot, but then I fall off like I do most other multiplayers that aren't called Destiny, and then go from there. But
I
it
didn't
looked
play
know-
5, but I heard it wasn't
Liked
that good. So
wasn't as good as the
Not
other ones, but I
5.
liked 5.
5 is
I think it's a bad
is
game.
not
by
as
any
good.
means.
5 is the worst campaign.
That's fair.
you don't
to
even
say.
play as Chief in 5, right? Like for half
So
of it.
okay, here's the thing. Here's a problem people have with 5. Okay, the problem with Halo 5 is that all of it's like the really big case of false advertising. The whole game make you show that Chief's gone rogue. Okay, he did something. Okay,
Yeah.
he's like killing civilians and he's going like off the walls and like and you have to play as a new character. You have to play as Agent Locke. And you gotta hunt him. You gotta hunt him down. You gotta hunt down Master Chief. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Like the greatest hunt in video game history. Like it sounded like a really cool idea. Like we have to fight Master Chief. Like that's crazy. Okay, that's not what the campaign was. Okay, the campaign was you play as Chief's thing. You play Chief. You switch back and forth between the two, right? Like in Halo 2. But you play Chief. You immediately are like, oh, I get what he's doing. Okay,
Yeah.
like immediately from his opening mission, you're like, okay, he's looking for a thing. I'm not gonna spoil it, right? The campaign, but
He's looking for someone.
he's looking for someone or something, and he doesn't. Nobody. I'll spoil this though. He doesn't do anything bad. Okay, he just goes. And this is his AWOL moment. Ready? This is the we have to hunt Chief down thing. Chief, come back. No.
No.
And then he leaves, and then they're like, we have to hunt him down.
They're like, how
that's
dare
literally what it is. They're like, did he just say no to me?
Yeah.
Let's get
And he
this
goes-
guy.
And that's the hunt, right? There's no like moral, there's no dilemma, there's no Chiefs going rogue or too far,
There's no
or
Last
he's
of Us 2
obsessed with
moment.
something.
One does not
There's no-
simply hunt the chief.
Yeah, that's never what it is. The campaign is just like Chief's doing this. Now you have to hunt him, and everyone's like, but I want to play as Chief because Chief's thing is more interesting than Locke's campaign, even
Yeah.
though Locke was cool. I liked Locke.
Locke was cool.
And I liked that everybody, if you played 4-player co-op, got to play a different Spartan and all that stuff, and I thought that was cool. But it's just like you play Chief's campaign, and you're like, where's this going? And then you're like, now you gotta play Locke, and you're like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Also,
Sounds familiar.
yeah, it does sound a little familiar, doesn't it?
Sounds like
But it's
something
not-
I just recently played.
Listen, that's
Ghost of
that's the
Tsushima?
problem with the Ghost of Tsushima. That's the problem
Thief
with-
of RX in the chat, I wonder who that could be,
Yeah. I don't know
said
who
they
that
should have done Lock campaign first, then you unlock Chief's campaign.
Yeah, you should have done. Would you do Locke's whole campaign and then you beat it, and then you do Chief's campaign, which would have been
Nice.
cool, but probably not better because then when you play Chiefs, because Chief doesn't ever do anything like crazy.
He's just exploring.
He's a chief.
You're just like, yeah, because I'm telling you, the whole big moment is like, Chief, you need to come back for a debrief, and he just goes,
I
"No."
don't think so.
No.
He literally goes, he goes, can't do that, sir, and then he leaves. And they're like, we gotta hunt him down.
Fucking dare you, chief.
He didn't clock out.
You disobeyed a direct command.
But
Gotta get this
Halo Infinite looked real pretty. I don't understand people. There's like, I read, and I went on the, I went online and I read all the things, and I looked for all the things that were like, people are like, it's so ugly and look how bad everything looks, and I'm just like, it doesn't look that bad.
Looks good.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, but the cutscenes for Halo 2 looked better, like the remake. And I'm like, that's because those cutscenes aren't in game, dude. Those
Yeah.
are like CGI
Pre-rendered, right?
cutscenes, man. And it looks good, and you know it's gonna look better when the game comes out. So
That's what I was
I don't know why. People are just like looking for something to be. It's like people are looking for something to be so mad about, and they're like, "Why is there a grapple hook?" I'm like, "Cause grapple hooks are cool." Shut
The
up.
grapple hook was awesome.
the-
Okay.
Play the game.
Shooting it at the enemies and you propel yourself to the enemies to like.
They
fucking-
did that in Titanfall. Now I
You're-
think about it.
Yeah,
Talk about
you're,
grappling hook.
you're, yeah, and they're keeping like the timeline all mysterious because you don't really know when it's taking place,
Exactly.
even though it said like 100 and something days. But it looked
117
good.
days.
I'm excited for it. I hope it's long. That's my only concern.
Yeah,
'cause I
hope
want it
it's
to
a
be
long.
long.
I want a long campaign. I want a long Halo campaign.
It
Just give
should be, right?
But
'Cause
I
it's
want
open
it-
world.
Well, yeah, because I want it to be long without having to do everything. I don't want it to
Yeah.
be long if you do everything. I want it to be like it's a long campaign. If you do everything, it's even longer. I want
Yeah.
like a decent hour, like a 30-hour campaign would be dope.
Oh, that'd be
With
great.
some
So dope.
DLC maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
also it has
I'm
like a
excited.
very like open world kind of element to it too. When you saw like
Mhm.
the map and everything
Mhm.
like that, so maybe there's hope because again, I'm gonna mention it even though it's not Xbox, but like just finished Ghost of Tsushima, great, huge game, massive, like 30-hour campaign, and then 20+ hours of extras, like amazing. Did Joe freeze?
Yeah, I guess
Joe
guess he
froze. I was like, because I said Ghost of Tsushima, and like Joe just like sat there looking very like.
I was like, oh, okay.
And I was like, for Joe not to say anything about Ghost of Tsushima is interesting.
Yeah, not even a nod or anything.
You know, he's there. So we're just gonna
I thought he was just waiting for you to finish, and I was just,
just
Alright.
gonna leave Joe there for now.
I
think
wonder if
Halo,
he knows that he's not.
I'm gonna text.
Oh,
him.
Jesse's watching the stream. Just
Doesn't mean Jesse's in the room though. There goes Joe. So he got kicked out.
mm.
But I think it looks so good.
Is there a way for you to fix our? Since this is gonna be us,
Oh yeah, we're gonna be weird
'cause
for
we're
a second.
covered now.
We're gonna be weird for a second. Look at that, boom. We're back to this for now. Man, all the weeks that I have to do the editing, there's all the shit that happens. What the fuck? No, I'm excited. I got stuff to do for this. But I think Halo looks great. They also showed off. Okay, since it's just me and you, we talked about this a little bit on the reveal stream. The grade that we would give it, and it wasn't that high of a grade.
I gave it like a 7 out of 10, I think.
I agreed, and someone was like 6, 7. I was in that area. The more I think about the conference, the more it kind of went up for me. Like I was like, this is actually a pretty good conference. Like now I'd probably rate it like 8, 8.5. Like it was pretty damn good. It was better than what we.
What made you change your mind?
I went back and rewatched all the trailers.
Oh, see, I haven't rewatched anything. I should
on their own. Especially like I looked into the medium really hard. The medium looks awesome. I'm
easily
so
the
into this
most
game.
interesting game.
Yeah.
Other than Halo and Fable for me.
This is like that's the one I'm excited for, more than anything else. I'm gonna ask Joe if he's gonna be able to come back.
Let me pull up a list. of...
But we got like that one. We got Everwild, which was the one that we were really interested in with that cool like.
Okay, the rare one, right?
Was it rare? Yeah, I think it was.
Yes,
rare.
it was made by Rare.
Everwild looked great. Obviously the Halo, Fable. People are pretty damn stoked about Fable. I think I wasn't just super hyped on Fable because I knew it was coming.
I didn't, so I was like, oh yeah.
So I was like, oh okay, I knew this was gonna be here. Like the thing that would have surprised me was Perfect Dark because like even though I wanted Perfect Dark, I didn't think it was gonna be there. Just like, oh, if Perfect Dark doesn't show, then I'm good. That changes things. That makes me.
I was disappointed because there was no. Because I was like, oh, I see Rare there. What are they gonna do? And I was like, please be Banjo. Please be Perfect Dark. Please be like a revival of one of their properties.
That's the thing. I think a lot of people wanted Banjo or Perfect Dark. And the funny thing is, I think those are coming. I think it's gonna happen. When, I'm not sure. But like, I think it's going to happen.
But maybe not Rare, since they're working on their own thing.
I don't know. Once Everwild ships, they could. But also, they've been doing updates to Sea of Thieves and keeping that game going while working on Everwild. So it proves they can work on multiple games at a time. Even though like Sea of Thieves isn't like huge amounts of things to do, it's not creating a whole new game kind of thing. But like once Everwild ships, you could probably work on Banjo or Perfect Dark. And I think everybody wants Banjo at this point. Like a lot of people want Perfect Dark.
Yeah.
I want Perfect Dark more than Banjo personally. Because I want, like, I have this vision that I've talked about Perfect Dark for years, where I have this vision of, like, third-person Perfect Dark, similar to, like, Uncharted Last of Us play style, and change it into a full narrative. Like, make it basically Last of Us Uncharted style in terms of narrative story, but Perfect Dark would be awesome. So I want Perfect Dark really bad. But Banjo would be huge, especially after he came into Smash. Everyone loves Banjo.
Yeah, his popularity is
skyrocketing
high right now.
Yeah,
so.
His stock is very
Microsoft has to take advantage of this.
Yeah, exactly. Like the hype is there, just take advantage and bring him in. Like it would be huge for them to bring him in.
Yeah.
And like I'm sure the other thing that I think could be true here is like Rare was working on Everwild, and I'm guessing Everwild probably took about 2 years, we'll say, which is in the time frame that Banjo got announced.
Well, we don't even know if it's anywhere near done.
True.
It didn't show any gameplay.
I'm guessing it's coming next year though. Like I'm gonna say next year, but like
yeah,
the hype of Banjo when he released in Smash probably made them go like, maybe after Everwild's done, we work on Banjo. Like maybe that's the next like.
Yeah, because you're right. Maybe they were already working on Everwild for a while, right?
That's what I'm saying. Is like, and they finally got the. Oh, you know what? There's a lot of hype for. There's a lot of hype for Everwild, or for Banjo. We should just do Banjo 3. So that could be the next game that they do. Hopefully.
Oh, now it dawns on them that people want another Banjo game, huh?
I know.
After like 12 years.
Well, they probably got a little discouraged after Nuts and Bolts, because Nuts and Bolts was.
Wait, 12 years? No, yeah, Nuts and Bolts came out like 2009, so it's almost been 12 years.
Yeah,
I think.
something like that. It's been a good minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But
yeah, Nuts and Bolts. You know what? I remember Nuts and Bolts doing okay though. Like it sold okay.
It sold well. It just wasn't a good.
Oh, I think Joe's coming back.
Yep.
All right, cool. You can put the background back. Welcome back, Mr. Shirt.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
What happened?
I just got so sick and tired of listening to you guys talk. I turned on.
See, that's funny. Okay, because I literally said when you were in the middle of like looking like that, you looked like you were like sitting like in a pose that made it look like you were listening to everything I said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I thought you were genuinely there for a minute because I was talking about Ghost of Tsushima,
Same.
and I was like, Joe's not responding to anything
Like
about this game.
Joe finished Ghost of Tsushima, and like pause for a second, and then you're just like, it's because you have the sunglasses on, so it looked like you were just listening, and we're like, anyway, and then he just keeps talking.
He didn't freeze again, did he?
Oh my god, it happened again. It happened again. I was like talking to Joe as if he was there, but he wasn't. It's because he looks like he's just sitting
This is
there.
great.
This is hilarious.
This is great.
You know what? Just leave him. Just let him sit like that.
Oh, I know he's sitting there. He's gonna sit there. Yeah, Banjo. Can't wait.
Yeah.
I hope they. I
Well,
hope
we
they
have a
work on it.
comment from Thief of RX. He said, "Grounded is my hype because they made fun of themselves and said Cyberpunk is the best."
I mean,
That was pretty funny.
They knew what was up.
Yeah. So like,
They-
we know Cyberpunk's gonna be the.
You guys waiting for the
game
biggest game of the year? Well, Cyberpunk comes out in November, so even though it's not coming out this year, confirmed by me. Sources. I'm the source. Calling it. Cyberpunk's not
When
coming
does
out this year.
Grounded come out?
Grounded comes out, I think, in
Soon,
4
right?
days.
Wow.
2 days. I think it comes out on the 28th.
Okay. Hey, maybe we'll check it out. Is that on PC or only Xbox One? Or...
I think it's both.
Okay.
And one thing I want to, I wish Joe was here to talk about this part because this is the part that like is huge in my opinion. All the games they showed on that conference are available on Game Pass day one.
Yeah.
That is huge. Are you kidding me? Like all of those games.
Oh, so you have Game Pass, meaning you'll get Grounded.
Do I have Game Pass? I don't know if I have Game Pass, but I have an account that has Game Pass, which is important.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Grounded, I should be able to get and play, which sounds like fun.
Grounded did look cool. Like it was.
Grounded
it
was
reminded
Obsidian,
me of-
right? I think that was
Yes.
Obsidian, yeah.
It looked like they were kind of trying to replicate the Fortnite formula because it was like kind of cartoony and looks like you can build like walls and houses and stuff.
Right.
Coolest thing about it is you're fighting giant bugs and ants. I'd imagine like praying mantises.
Yeah.
That's
Bugs and
cool.
Snacks.
Bug snacks. Well, you're the snack for these bugs.
Exactly.
So, gotta try to stay alive.
But I think Grounded looks pretty cool. They showed more of Tell Me Why, which was nice. Tell Me Why looked.
Tell me why.
Took you
What was
way
that
too
about
long.
again?
That was the Life is Strange looking kind of game.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, the two twins that have like weird stuff basically happen.
Tell me why they called it that.
Because they love the Backstreet Boys. Is it Backstreet Boys
if
or
that
NSYNC?
song doesn't appear in that game,
That's
then
what I'm
I won't
saying.
play
Give
it.
me that song once in the entire thing. That's
Yeah.
it.
In the opening intro, like when the guy's sitting at his desk or
Or
getting
just
out
have a
of
radio
bed.
playing in the background and playing that song.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's really all we need. I feel like I know I'm missing a lot of games. The Medium, I will continue. I found out the Medium, the soundtrack for that game is actually done by the guy who does the Silent Hill soundtrack.
Wow, maybe that was the rumor that people were talking about.
With Silent Hill.
Because it's been rumored that there was a new Silent Hill coming,
Hmm.
and people thought it was going to be in the PlayStation, but
There's
it wasn't.
two
then it
Silent
was
Hills coming.
Really?
Yeah, one's supposed to be like a full reboot for the franchise, and the other one I think is supposed to be like in a similar vein to PT.
Okay, so like PT was Silent Hill, so they're reviving that
Not exactly PT, but like it's gonna be in a similar
like PT.
yeah, because PT was such a big hit kind of thing. Like, oh, we need to just keep doing this. And
Well,
they should.
Resident Evil 7 kind of took what PT started and made a full game out of it. And I would imagine they're going to do the same thing with Resident Evil 8. So,
I'm excited for Village.
the worst thing Konami could have done was cancel PT. They really should never have done that. But they got in a fight with Kojima, so
That trailer was so good. Like, I still watch
Yeah.
that trailer to this day, every so often, and I'm like, how did we miss out on this?
you mean the demo?
Yeah, there was a trailer at I think the end of that demo.
Right, with the Norman Reedus,
Yeah, with
right?
Norman Reedus, and I'm just like, how did we get
Ah,
robbed?
man. Why can't we
of
live in
this
that
game.
universe?
Like,
In that alternate universe where it never got canceled?
But in that universe, we wouldn't have Death Stranding.
Eh.
Yeah, same. I'd honestly rather do without Death Stranding. I think it is overhyped because it just has
Never
Kojima's
played
name
it.
on it. I said it.
I do like that Norman Reedus, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
that's
Mads
cool.
Mikkelsen. and Conan,
and
the
Jeff
talk
Keighley.
show host. Oh, Jeff Keighley's in that?
He's
Wow,
literally
I
in the
didn't
game.
know that.
So everybody thought that when the Game Awards happened, that it was going to win all the awards because he's in the game. One, Jeff
It
Keighley
didn't win
wouldn't
any,
do
right?
that.
Or won maybe one
It didn't win a lot.
award. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
don't
was
remember exactly
nominated
what
a
it was.
lot, though.
It was nominated a lot, but like, also, Jeff Keighley wouldn't do that. He has a lot of integrity, and like, I don't believe that he would make Death Stranding win because he knows, one, it's not Game of the Year. Two, he kind of has a reputation to uphold with the Game Awards. It's the biggest game.
Yeah, he takes it
celebration.
very seriously.
Oh yeah, like he does so much for the industry.
I hope we get it at Game Awards this year.
Hmm?
And it doesn't get canceled.
We'll
What
get a
was it?
digital
Was that
version.
was that in January?
December?
Or no? It was in December, right?
Late or early December.
Okay, yeah.
It was like one of the first videos that we had for this channel.
Yeah, that was like the first thing we did.
Literally,
That
we
was
all got
cool.
together and watched that.
I think the most shocking thing about that was that Sekiro won Game of the Year. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
See, it's funny because it's like 6 months later, and I forgot that game even existed.
That's my point.
Like-
They should have just given it to Ultimate. Come on.
I would have been okay with Ultimate taking it, but
Yeah.
it's so weird to think about. I think Joe's dead. He hasn't responded to me,
Oh no.
so I don't think he's gonna come back to today
Ah man. Well,
because we've been going for about an hour. We still have a lot of time. If you can jump in the next like 20 minutes, we can go in and we'll be
yeah.
good.
Hopefully he can make it for the last bit.
Because I would like to
But-
talk to him about the Xbox conference a little bit, because me and you were the ones that did the reacts. So we were there.
Right.
For,
I
like,
kind of
our
want to hear his
on it.
take on it.
I want to hear his
Yeah.
so we can talk a little bit more on it. That's why I'm like kind of like postponing the stuff about the Xbox talk a little bit to see if he can jump in to just like hit at least the highlights of it for him, and then talk about our highlights, and then just kind of compare for a little bit, and then we can go.
Yeah. Oh, is he back?
We're gonna hope. I just can't say Ghost of Tsushima apparently because he freezes.
Don't mention it. Don't say it.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Don't. Oh, now he's gonna freeze again.
He's good for now. He's good. Now he's
If
muted.
I die, I
There he is.
have it on my phone. I'll just join with my phone.
That works. Anyways, so Joe.
I'm so sorry if I have offended anybody. I'm sorry. I'm
Joe, it's
sorry.
so funny. I was talking about how you froze and it looked like you were there, and so we just kept talking to you. And
And
as I
here we
was
go.
explaining this to you, you froze. So we were literally talking to you, and you were just sitting there looking like you listened, just because you have the sunglasses on.
Okay.
So funny.
Okay. That's awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna get through this thought before I go insane. So Ghost of Tsushima, Joe.
Yes.
You said that you want a big Halo campaign. Ghost of Tsushima is a big campaign. It's like a 30-hour campaign with
Mhm.
like 20 hours of extras. Give me that for Halo.
That's long.
That is what I
Yeah.
want.
I'm with you on that one. 110%. I don't know why my internet keeps cutting out. I'm very sorry.
That's fine. Either way, we got past that point. That's the only point I wanted to make. Well,
Okay.
Joe, me and Steven were talking about this while you were gone. We mainly want to hear
Mhm.
your take on the Xbox conference, like, or at least the things that were your
Oh.
highlights, because me and Steven did the reacts, so we kind of know what our reactions were and what our thoughts are on
Okay.
most of the stuff.
I'll get mine out of the way.
So
we can
wanna
tell
know what
you
yours
that
are.
I gave it a 7 out of 10 overall, and I think Chappie.
Oh, we're reviewing the conference.
Yeah, we review everything. Kid.
Of course.
Okay.
This is what the mystery box
Alright.
does. So I gave it a 7 out of 10.
Um,
Chappie gave it a 6, and then he changed it.
To an 8 to an 8.5 because it sat on me, and I was like, that was actually way better than I thought it was. And it
It
was.
was good.
It was a good conference.
People just don't think it was good because the PlayStation 1 had it went on like half an hour longer and had it's more titles. I'll give them that. But
Yeah.
this isn't Xbox only one.
And it
They're
had
gonna
bug
be doing
snacks.
reveals. They're gonna be It had bugs. Dude, PlayStation had bug snacks, so you can't really top PlayStation at that.
I mean,
Yeah.
true.
Okay.
That's
They're
a,
already
a
the
10 out of
number
10
one.
already.
Yeah.
But my thoughts were I'll move from Halo just because I don't know when my internet's gonna crash, even though I have more to say on Halo.
Right.
But I thought it was great. Let me just go through the highlights. I thought so they showed the Forza stuff,
To look
Right.
like an actual footage.
and I thought that they were like, oh, they're doing live action shots of a garage, and then my friend
Yeah.
was like, I think that's in game, and I went, oh, that's very pretty.
Looked great.
So I thought that was very nice, and then
I wish the Forza
Right.
guys would make a game not related to racing.
Aren't they?
Just so we
aren't
could see
they
what-
making. Aren't they making the new Fable?
Are
I
they
think
the
they're
Forza
making the
guys?
new-
Is Playground
I
Forza?
think Playground, is that Forza?
We're gonna find out.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
I think they're making.
Because
the
I
new
had
Fable
that
game.
thought. I was like, you know what? That looks really good. I'm not into cars really at all. So
I'm not
if
into
they
it.
could make
I'm
something
so
that
excited about Fable, by the way.
So they are
Yeah, me
Forza,
too.
but
So
they're
excited.
specifically Forza Horizon.
and they're
The
making
Forza Horizon
Fable.
games are great, though.
Yeah, Forza Horizon is
Oh,
awesome.
making
they
the
look
Fable
beautiful.
Oh, good for them. That's gonna be awesome.
That was gonna be
Wow.
good games.
Now my hype has just like escalated for Fable.
He's like, now it's an 8 out of 10.
If there's no racing minigame in the Fable game, are we gonna be unhappy or happy about that? That's the real question.
How would they do it?
I
Horses?
don't know, it's like a horse race. I don't think there's ever been riding in a Fable game.
Now's the chance. New
Yep.
I don't
studio.
think there's ever horses. Did you guys ever play Fable?
Yeah, I played them. 1 and 2 were my
Never played
favorites.
any Fable.
I played 1, and that was I watched someone play 2, and I watched someone play 3.
No.
What?
2 was so good. You should have played
2, I don't know. I don't. Well, if I remember, 2 was really, really good until the final encounter, if I remember correctly.
it.
Because there's no, if I remember correctly, 2, there's no final boss fight in 2.
No, there's a final scenario, and you have multiple
There's a final.
ways you can
Yeah.
end the game.
1 was amazing. 1 is
Yeah,
so
1
good.
was really good.
Because 1, you had like a full on like a path, like you had like a full on good guy path, but like bad guy path had like a unique thing as well. It wasn't just like the opposite. Like you had to do things
Yeah.
differently if you were full on evil. It was very cool. But Fable, I'm excited about Fable. I don't know if you guys brought this up in the reaction, but that Avowed trailer looked cool.
Avowed
Avowed?
looked awesome.
They're making a fantasy game, which I know they've made fantasy games before, but I don't think they've ever done like a Obsidian RPG fantasy
exactly
game,
what
like
it
a
looks like.
first person one, like a first person one. So that makes me very happy because I love. So I'm not a big Fallout guy,
Neither am
Huh.
but the one Fallout game that I played, beat, and thought was amazing was I played and beat in Vegas, which was the one they made. And I tried to get into. I tried playing 3, and I liked 3. I mostly watched my brother play it. 4, I couldn't get into. Couldn't get into 4
Fair.
at all. Even though I spent like 3 hours making my character, and then I got in, and then like 2 hours in, so not even as long as I made my character, I was like, eh.
It's funny because
I
Fallout
couldn't
4
get
tried
into
to do a lot of BioWare stuff.
Well, Fallout, yeah, because Fallout 4 tried to like, I don't know, I just don't. My favorite type of RPG dialogue, okay, other than Mass Effect, because Mass Effect does the freaking dialogue, the one that invented the
The
dialogue
wheel.
wheel does it the best. But I like the text-based ones. Like the main character doesn't have a voice. I don't like I prefer my main character not having a voice and me being able to pick responses.
Right.
Unless
like
it's Mass
I
Effect.
click, I pick like the Dragon Age Origins dialogue thing, where it's like here's like 15 responses, okay,
Yeah.
and the other person is voice acted and they're responding to me. It makes me feel more like I'm the character.
Skyrim
instead of-
does that too.
because if the character has a voice, yeah, but unlike Skyrim, I'm talking about good RPGs.
Oh,
Got
got him.
I dunked on you, Skyrim. Dunked.
Skyrim
about-
is a
we can talk
good
about-
game. Not necessarily a good RPG.
Skyrim has the vastness of an ocean and the deepness of a puddle. Boom. There's my official review.
That's just
I have
mean.
thoughts about Skyrim. I know. I won't talk about Skyrim. I have things about Skyrim later, maybe next week.
Next
But I like that type of dialogue tree, the text-based thing, and the other characters are reacting to what you're saying, so it makes me just feel like I'm in the world more. So I'm excited for that. Their trailer for their little ant game made me laugh, and they're like, if you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, wait for Cyberpunk. And they're like, but if you want like a whatever game, like Grounded or whatever,
Grounded. There we go.
that one, like, I thought I was like, I might play that because that was
Comes
a
out in
funny
4
trailer
days,
and it
or
looked
now
funny.
2 days.
So that looked really cool. And then that Warhammer game looked cool.
Oh, Warhammer looks sick.
The Warhammer game looked really, really cool.
I don't even remember that.
And
What was the one? I can't remember the name
listen,
of it.
there's
Started with
one.
an S.
There was one game. There was one game, and we're gonna get to this one game that I thought stole the show, and
Same.
it looked. It was
I think
Same.
we
I
know
think
what
we're
it
talking about
excited.
the same game. I hope we're
But
talking about
we're
the
gonna
same
talk
game.
about we're gonna talk about something else first.
Stalker
okay?
2
Right.
looked cool.
Well, Stalker 2 looked cool, but before we, Stalker 2 did look cool.
I think
And
we're
State
talking
of
about the same
Decay though, State of Decay had a cool
Zombie
trailer,
deer.
but I'm like,
Is
It
it
had a
just
cool
me, or
trailer.
was like you were like, "Oh, this is interesting. What is this?"
Yeah,
and
State
then the
of Decay.
second it says State of Decay, you're like, "Oh, I don't care."
I'm not a State of Decay
I
fan.
lost
personally.
interest when it said. I lost interest when they revealed State of Decay 3, unless State of Decay 3 is like a major departure and it's like totally different.
Yeah,
But
Because
zombie deers.
zombie deer.
But listen, Days Gone had zombie bear, so you know what I mean.
That's true.
But State of Decay 1, again, I know people that like State of Decay 2, but everyone goes State of Decay 1's better. Because State of Decay 2 was just more of State of Decay 1.
Yeah, it's like a DLC.
It wasn't like really, and then they remastered 1, didn't they? So that one sold better.
Yeah,
So I hope 3 is
99% sure me and Joe were talking about the same
because
game
I
when we say
think-
we're most hyped.
But the game that I saw, and I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you mentioned like, oh shit, I think Joe would like this. But I know I watched it and I was
Just
like,
talked
dude,
about
Chappie's
this.
all in on this game.
Oh yeah, no,
The
the same game.
medium
The
looks
medium
awesome,
looks great.
dude.
It looks so good.
It looks so good, dude.
I just
I
talked
was
about when you
watching it-
disappeared. Side note, real quick.
Yeah.
I just talked about
Yeah.
it when you disappeared. I was like, Joe probably loves this game because
Yeah.
the composer for the music is the same guy who did Silent Hill. But this game looks
I thought,
great.
okay, so I was watching the trailer. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought it was. I still think it's a Silent Hill game. By the way, I still think they're gonna change the name.
Whoa.
I think it's Silent Hill. A
Who's the developer?
normal world and a crazy world.
You're the developer. Same
I
one who
don't
did
know.
Blair Witch.
But I think they're gonna be like, oh, by the way, like later on they're just gonna be like, it's actually Silent Hill. I think it's gonna be called The Medium when it comes out. But I'm calling it right now. When you play that game, it's Silent Hill. I'm
Silent
calling it.
Hill,
That's
The
my crazy
Medium.
crackpot theory.
But it didn't
Yeah,
look so good.
but
the two
it- no, the
realities
game's
at
gonna be called-
once.
Yeah, two rendered
Because
back.
it has two realities rendered at the same time, and it looked bonkers. I thought it was like a dumb. Okay, I'll be like, I thought it looked
He's lagging.
kind of whatever
There
when
it
it
is.
started the trailer. I was like, oh, okay. Am I alive?
You're good.
Am I alive? Are we good? Okay. I thought it looked kind of whatever when it started, but then when the trailer got into it, I was like, yeah.
I got into
this
that.
looks
So
awesome.
like that's a day
It looks
one for
so
me.
good.
I'm getting that game the first day it comes out. It looks
So,
so
oh yeah, dude.
good. Like
It
oh
looks
my-
great. Is
like-
is it an exclusive
Yes.
or a
It's, well, it's PC,
console launch exclusive? Or is
PC,
it
Xbox.
exclusive?
Not coming to PlayStation at all. At least
Okay,
so far.
good for them. But that
But like
that
I'm
looked
counting
dope.
PC,
I
Xbox
still
launches
think it's
as
Silent Hill.
exclusive at this point because it's like all Xbox games are launching via Game Pass on PC. So I'm like, I just kind of roped them both together.
yeah.
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 But the Medium is my most hyped game, like more than
But,
anything else. Even out of the
oh,
PlayStation
yeah, no,
conference.
That
Like,
looked sick.
controversial because Horizon got shown, but I never beat Horizon 1. The Medium is my most anticipated game of the year. Right now, that's not Cyberpunk, but I still don't think Cyberpunk's
that
coming out
looked
this year.
no, the medium looked great. My crazy, you heard it here first. Crazy theory is that it's actually a Silent Hill game.
Will lose it if that's
Um,
true.
That would be amazing. PT
I know, right?
tried to do that.
Well, PT was always going to be a Silent Hill game, right?
Yeah, but they tricked people. They're like, "Hey, download this demo," and
Sure.
everyone was like, played it, and then it wasn't until the
And
very
when-
end. It was like, "What?"
when people beat it, they're like, "What did PT stand for?" And he's like, "Playable teaser."
I was just about to ask that. I didn't know what that meant.
But
Meh.
yeah, it's playable teaser trailer or something. But Medium looked sick. I'm trying to think. I'm blanking out other than Medium. There was that Life is Strange kind of game.
Tell me why.
And
I could have sworn that was Life is Strange 3.
Same
I was like,
developer.
oh,
I thought it
Life
was
is Strange
Season 3.
Oh my god. What's his name? Tim Schafer's new game.
I thought it was 3.
Double Fine. Psychonauts. They showed Psychonauts with Jack Black.
Psychonauts looked cool.
Looked very Psychonauts.
That looked cool.
Very
That looked
Tim
cool.
Schafer. They showed. Oh, me and Steven talked about this. They showed Everwild, which is the new Rare game. That's like cell shaded with the animals and stuff like that.
It looks cool, like kind
It
of like a
looks-
Zelda-esque
I think it
game,
looks really,
but
really fun.
we didn't see any gameplay, so I'm like,
That's true.
if I had to guess, is this going to be about like taming animals? Because it showed a lot of different
Is
creatures
it-
in that.
It looked like it would be like a rhythm game, to be honest.
That would be hilarious.
You know what
Whoa.
was weird?
They didn't bring back
Dusk
the Kinect.
Falls. Okay. You watched the trailer for it, Dusk Falls?
Did, but I don't remember which one that is.
So Dusk Falls was basically they filmed it live action and then they put cartoon animation over it, right? Which is just a camera function on a video camera that you can do.
Did we see this in the?
It was on the conference.
It was on the conference. It was called Dusk Falls. It was like a girl and her parents go on vacation and they stop at a gas station, and then
the one in the Midwest?
It gets robbed. Yeah, it was like the Midwestern.
It's the
kinda
one that looked
thing.
like that Uncharted
And I
comic,
thought
Steven.
it,
Oh yeah, you're
Yes.
right. I remember now.
and I thought it looked cool, but I'm like, you gave away that whole story in the trailer. Like, I already know what's gonna happen. She's gonna the dad's gonna die, okay, and the guy's gonna be the one that killed the dad, and then they're gonna write letters to each other because he felt bad about it happening, and then they're gonna meet, and they're both gonna move on with their lives and finally grow as people. And I was all like, you kind of gave that away in the trailer. I already know the whole plot of the game.
What if that's just the first hour of the game?
I'm not gonna play it.
Same.
It's just
Fair.
It doesn't. I understand that games are like can be like really artful and like cool like that, and I'm totally down for it. Okay. But I don't want to play it.
Fair.
I might watch someone play it.
I was
Fair
going
enough.
to
That's all you
say,
had to say
um,
is you don't want to play it.
I
along
don't
with-
want to. I don't want to. Well, I also don't because I don't. I'm like that's the whole. They did the whole story. I already know how it's gonna be. I know it already. I'm calling it right now.
Joe, what do you think
It,
about
it wasn't, and then they played the medium afterwards.
Medium?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about all the games are going to be on Game Pass day one? All of them.
That's cool.
I
That's
think
cool.
Game Pass is just
That's really cool.
That's really good. You don't have to
It's
actually
definitely
pay for any of
it's
these
definitely
games.
better than now PlayStation Now. That's for sure.
oh yeah, by miles.
Um,
They also, speaking of
um,
Game Pass things, because we talked about this off the show, me and you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. They showed that Destiny is coming to Game Pass with all of the DLC, including the new one that launches in November.
Did
so
you
we
see? Okay, we need to talk about Destiny real quick.
Let's do it.
Okay? Those Stasis Supers look
are OP.
so good. They're gonna break the game.
Oh yeah. I guarantee you, hunters are gonna get nerfed in the first month. Bet. Because they have these little throwing stars that turn your enemies to ice and suppress them. So like, if you hit the enemy while they're in a super, in PvP, it takes them out of a super and freezes them.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get, and it's not a super. That's just a
Which
normal ability.
It's the problem. The problem with Destiny right now is they can't get because they have PvP, which is fine. I like Crucible, right?
Right.
But they can never go too crazy because they gotta keep it balanced for stupid PvP. But for anybody that plays Destiny, I want to tell you right now, Crucible, Gambit's better.
Gambit is better.
Just play Gambit. Gambit's where it's at. Gambit Prime, baby.
Gambit Prime, the
Give
only,
me some of that Gambit Prime.
the only Gambit. Let's be
The
honest
only-
here, the only Gambit.
when OG Gambit gets vaulted, oh, Gambit Prime.
It's gonna
I
be a
play
good day.
Gambit. I play Crucible because I have to play Crucible to get some stuff done. I play Gambit Prime because Gambit Prime is just fun to play.
I love Gambit Prime. It's so good.
We also made an executive decision, all of us, including Steven, that Steven is getting Destiny 2 when it comes to Game Pass, and he's just going to join us on our escapades.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna get it. I told you this. I installed it on my PlayStation.
Yes.
Okay, Destiny 2. Because Steven, I don't know if you know this, I flip-flop between my consoles. I don't like having all my consoles plugged in at the same time. So the one I'm playing is the one that's on. But seeing as how Destiny has cross-save and I can have it installed on both consoles, I installed it on my PlayStation. Okay,
Why not?
because why not? And I got the funniest thing was just watching all the trophies unlock, just going ding, ding, ding.
Oh, it works like
Ding.
that.
That felt really good. Because you do cross save. The only thing is that I have to rebuy the DLCs
Yeah.
to own them again on PlayStation.
True.
And I rebought the DLCs.
I mean, at least,
So
I mean, to be
own
fair,
Shadow.
I did the same thing on PC, so, like, I really have,
Mhm.
I have no room to talk, because I bought it
Well,
all on PC.
here's the thing though. The DLCs were on sale.
Oh.
They were on sale, and I got that $10 coupon from PlayStation, so they were $20 for Shadowkeep and Forsaken.
Oh, that's really good.
$20 for both.
Both of which are
Yeah.
great expansions, by the way. Let's get that out of the way first.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not part of this bit. I didn't have. I'm not
Dominoes
ready for the
sounds
bit because I'm
so.
Had Dominoes
I'm constantly
earlier.
worried that my internet's gonna cut out.
I mean, the fear is just there, so it makes sense.
Hold on, I got one. Here we go.
What's the
Are we
timer
really
for?
going for that?
Because it's not counting down; it's counting up.
Well, I had a timer for the thing, but I'm cutting out 10 minutes because of technical difficulties.
What are we counting up to?
Wow.
We're counting
I don't know.
up until
I
the
don't-
time that Steven downloads Destiny 2 and joins our raid group.
Yeah. Join our freaking group, dude. We beat dungeons day one, like when we beat that dungeon on accident.
Oh yeah, huh?
When we were like, we're not gonna record this, right? And you're like, nah, we're not gonna beat it. And then like an hour and a half later, we're like, oh, we beat it.
We're good at this game. Who would have thought?
we're actually not bad.
Yeah, so we need to do that next.
Yep.
I don't know. We'll do some raids soon. We'll get it working and
We're gonna
do a raidathon.
We'll do a raidathon where we'll be, because we gotta beat Leviathan on Prestige so I can get rid of that stupid quest
before it leaves in November.
Mhm.
Now it's officially leaving.
Yeah. Now
So-
it's officially leaving in November. So, Steven, you better get on that.
Yep.
Better start leveling up
Oh.
your character.
Guys, there was Nintendo had a mini direct. We didn't talk about this, huh?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Did we?
Didn't we?
Did
And we
we?
said that we were just going to be unimpressed because it wasn't anything.
Well, we talked about
Oh.
what we didn't actually talk about what it was.
What was it?
Well, yeah, you wanna take it away because it's actually Nintendo got everybody. Everyone was like, "I'll tell you right now, Chappie. I'll set it up for you," and Steven can tell you what happened. Nintendo, everyone was like, "Oh, it's just gonna be whatever games." And Nintendo was like, "Oh yeah, whatever games, huh?" And then they actually announced some stuff.
What did they announce? I didn't hear anything.
They announced
Go ahead.
Shin
Steven.
Megami Tensei 3 HD. So that's going to be remastered. It's a PS2 game.
I've heard of.
Those
Those
Shin
are really
Megami Tensei.
popular games.
Yeah, for the Switch.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Okay, cool." But, still no info on Shin Megami Tensei 5,
Mhm.
and they're just like, by the way, it's coming. Here's the trailer.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we got the trailer for Shin Megami Tensei 5. Even though
So
that
they
was
basically were
they
like,
announced that before the Switch came out, by the way.
Holy shit.
So we finally got the trailer for the game.
Was it a hype
and
trailer?
those games are in the same. Those games are in the same universe as Persona,
Yes.
aren't they?
Yeah, they're
I'll need to check them
they're
out,
more-
'cause I really like
they're-
Persona.
they're a lot darker than Persona.
I'm in.
Persona always revolves around the same thing. It's always about a school or how would you say that? A student?
Right.
Student who
Yes.
The
has
wild
to
card.
has to enter the wild card, who has to enter another realm mentally.
School.
Like you can call it the metaverse or other cognition or whatever, and then they summon personas. At the same time, they have to still go to school and do their study and take tests as well as build bonds. That's why people like the persona thing, because it's always been about like balancing a slice of life with like with a turn-based RPG.
Right.
Shin Megami Tensei is just RPG. So you're typically a person who I've only played the fourth one, so I'm not really sure what happens in the third one. But you play as a demon slayer in the fourth one, and you go into these dungeons and you kill demons. But you also can bring them to your side. So it kind of did Pokemon in a way, but like it's like an adult version of Pokemon. I don't know if you knew this, Joe.
So I have a question for you. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know if you knew this, Joe, but in Persona 5, you know how you can actually, when you fight demons and like at the end of the battle, if you like weaken them or if you hold them up, you can recruit them right to your side by answering the questions. That's actually a Shin Megami Tensei mechanic. So Persona
cool.
borrowed that from Shin Megami Tensei, because that's how the combat in Shin Megami Tensei worked. You were like, let's say, a trainer. Like, think of it from a Pokemon sense. You're a guy. You go into a dungeon, and you don't fight them directly. You get demons to your side, and then you use that team of demons. I think you can have up to 4 at a time. They fight the other demons for you, and then the way you recruit them isn't by catching them. It's by talking to them and answering the questions. So if they like say something, you have like a couple responses, and if they like your response, then they'll join your team. If not, they'll either like hit you or run away or whatever. Persona 4 and 3, I didn't play 1 or 2, didn't have that. So they introduced that mechanic to Persona 5.
You know, 4 is 4's on Steam, right? Golden.
Yes, I definitely recommend playing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's only $20.
That's not bad at all.
So my question
Shabby,
is,
you should play it too. It
Play
could get
Persona
you into
4.
the series.
It very well could.
My
It's only
question
$20.
is, so 5 is the newest one.
Yes.
Why remake 3? Was 3 like the most popular, or what? Why remake? Why specifically 3?
I have a good theory. I think it's because
Is 3 tied to 5?
no,
Or
I
why?
think they're all kind of. If I had to guess, I would think that none of them are really tied together. Like very much like Persona, they might exist in the same universe, or they might not. Like I don't really know, but they don't have anything to do with each other. So I don't know if you knew this because you've only played 5, right? Persona 5.
Yeah.
They exist in the same universe, but they don't have anything to do with each other. It's very much like I don't know how you would say it, like Final Fantasy or something, where they're all very much their own thing. So I'm pretty sure 3 and 4 and now Shin Megami Tensei 5 aren't going to coincide with each other in any way, other than like,
So
core
Barring
gameplay.
maybe 3 is just the most popular one.
I don't know. I know it has Dante. That's where that meme came from. Have you guys ever heard that meme like, featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series? That was actually on the cover of the PS2 game.
Of course.
And Dante from Devil May Cry was in Nocturne on the PS2.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna pick up those games because
Reasons.
they're made by Atlas, right? And I love Persona 5. I love Persona 5 Royale. I'm gonna get Golden because I heard that one's really, really good too. And
You should
I'm
stream
always down
Golden.
for some-
Please stream Golden. I want to see you play that game.
I am really excited about more JRPGs because I think JRPGs might be my favorite kind of game, or definitely top 2.
At the moment, I've been playing a lot. Yeah, like Final Fantasy Remake. Although that's kind of like an action RPG.
Ish.
It's not really
It's
a
an
turn-based.
action JRPG.
Yeah.
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 Uh,
But it looked. What else did Xbox announce before we get sidetracked? Or did we do everything?
What did we miss?
I can't. Oh, that was the Goop or whatever
Super Mario Sunshine
by
looks
Steam
good.
Dig people. Super Mario Sunshine.
That's what it was. That's what I'm calling that game.
Was that? Oh, the goop.
Yeah, it's Super
Where
Mario
you
Sunshine.
sucked up all the goop.
Yeah.
It is. It's the Super Mario Sunshine sequel we always wanted.
Yeah.
What else was there? There
Second
was one more game.
We could talk about what they didn't have. Everybody thought that they were going to announce the Mario HD collection, the 3D HD collection, or Super Mario 3D All Stars, and it was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Those
Speaking of
mini directs.
Mario stuff, actually, hold on. We can. I think Xbox. Let's do final thoughts of Xbox, and then we can talk about this Nintendo thing real quick. I think Halo Infinite looked great, and if you thought it was ugly, you need to calm down. I am kind of bummed that at the Xbox thing, maybe we'll get an EA thing later on. They didn't show the rumored Mass Effect remake,
Right.
and we didn't get anything on.
Silent Hill.
I saw some screenshots of. No, we did. I'm telling you, it's the Medium.
Oh, okay.
And if the Medium isn't Silent Hill, I still think that stole the show for me because that
hands
just
down.
looked so crazy cool. Was the Medium? I'm very excited about that. And there's lots of other. If we missed anything, I can't. I liked a lot of the stuff that I saw. The Outer Worlds got DLC.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna play it. Obviously, that was really good. Because Outer Worlds was really great. But yeah, I like the conference. I think they said they're gonna do another one though, because like everyone's like it wasn't a lot, and I'm like, yeah, but I think Xbox is gonna like
Yeah, they're supposed to do
Roll
like
out.
more of them. Yeah.
yeah. Fun, interesting fact though, still no price point.
Oh, they're playing
No
chicken
one's
right
caved. No one's caved yet.
now. We're not
And-
gonna get a price
and we're
point. I
gonna
think
get-
until September.
Yeah, but you can't even pre-order
Jeez.
a console
That's why.
until you get a price
price.
point.
I think
Yeah.
September is
And they're
gonna be
all
the
like-
breaking point. It's gonna be like we just need to fucking announce it.
Let's all right, let's do bets. Okay.
400
I
for
think-
Xbox, 500 for PlayStation.
No,
PlayStation caves
no.
first.
When do you think they're gonna announce it? The price. Who's gonna cave first? Is my bet.
PlayStation.
You think PlayStation's caving first? I think. Here's mine. Ready? I think Xbox is gonna announce it first, but theirs is gonna be lower than PlayStation.
I think.
I
yeah.
think PlayStation won't be as low as Xbox. I think Xbox will announce it first.
I think that Xbox.
That's
is
a
gonna
smart
leak.
thing to do for Xbox.
I think Xbox will leak,
Hmm.
and then PlayStation will be like, "Shit, we can't beat that." Like, I don't think PlayStation's selling PlayStation 5 at a loss. Xbox will sell the Xbox at a loss.
No.
Like Xbox will be like,
I
"Fuck
don't
it."
think anyone will be lower than $500.
I think Xbox will be 400.
No one is going to be lower than.
Hot
You
take.
think Xbox Series X can be 400?
Yep.
I have a
Mm,
feeling that whoever announces it first, the other company will
Yeah.
just match it.
That's why they're
400
playing
they
chicken
won't.
because they're waiting. They're waiting for the other one to announce it so they can announce it like $50 or $100 cheaper.
Yeah.
Theirs will be like, oh, ours is $50 cheaper.
But if it's too cheap, then they're
400.
not going to. Right?
That's why.
Like,
That's why I'm saying Xbox is going to come out and go like, let's just for my theory, right? Xbox is going to come out and go 450, and PlayStation is going to go, well, we're not going lower than 500, so now we're going 500, and they're all like, and Xbox is going to go, not only did we make you name your price, but we did it first, and ours is cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Xbox has the upper
But
hand.
do you? So yeah, I thought Xbox was cool. I hope to see the rumored Mass Effect stuff soon. And also, the only thing I didn't think they were gonna, I thought they for sure they were gonna show this. I thought they were gonna show the new Anthem 2.0, but they didn't.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
And have you seen the screenshots for it?
No, does it look
For
better?
Anthem? Well, apparently there's going to be a new enemy faction, like a pirates thing,
that's
like
rad.
a pirate.
they
faction.
haven't given up hope on that game?
Nope. EA won't.
No,
Wow.
they're going to give it. Here's my thing.
Well,
they're
it
gonna
worked for
give
No
it-
Man's Sky, so
Well,
power
here's
to
my,
'em.
here's my thing though, right? I think they're gonna make it come out in November to compete with Destiny, but I'm like, that's not a good idea.
Also,
'Cause
Cyberpunk.
Destiny's on a, and so
Yeah,
I'm
also
like,
Cyberpunk.
but specifically just talking about Destiny, Destiny's on a roll right now with Season of Arrivals and the fact that they announced 3 expansions at once,
Mm-hmm.
which means that all the seasons are not gonna be random
They're
dumb
gonna lead to
stuff.
these big expansions.
It's all gonna be leading into, yeah, exactly. So you're gonna get one like huge arc now.
Yeah.
Like, unless they don't do that, in which case I'm like, if you're not doing that, that's dumb.
True.
If you're telling me Beyond Light and every because how I think it's gonna be is Beyond Light comes out, then everything Beyond Light goes aftermath of Beyond Light, and then halfway point to the year building up to Witch Queen.
I can't
Okay?
wait for Witch Queen.
Then you do Witch Queen, and then half the year is dealing with the fall of Witch Queen, and then building up to Lightfall. Like I think it's gonna be one continuous
Yeah, I think it's all
like,
gonna.
thing
it's all gonna
instead
go
of
in.
like, instead of random like, hey, the Almighty's falling, build things, and I'm just like, nah, it's
Worst
dumb.
season ever.
Worst season of Rival's been good though.
Season of Rivals
like
has
it.
been fantastic.
I like it, especially as a lore junkie.
Oh, yeah, it's got a lot of
I like
lore.
it a lot. But anyway, yeah. So Xbox was great. I thought it was great. If I had to review it, gun to my head, I give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
Fair.
7.5. Mostly before the medium. 'Cause
The
I
medium
really
looks
like that.
so
That
good.
game looks really cool.
The medium looks so good.
I would like to change
But-
mine to 7.6 out of 10.
Ooh.
You son
Ooh.
of a bitch. Just-
Ooh.
But the Nintendo stuff I want to talk about real quick because I think we have to wrap up soon.
True.
Yes.
Did you see and then I have two more Nintendo questions. I got them. Did you see all the source code leaks that have been happening?
I have not.
Yeah. It's insane.
Have you do you know, so Chappie, do you know about the source code stuff?
No. Maybe.
Someone from, this has to be someone high up from Nintendo, okay?
Mhm.
Has like leaked the actual source codes for like SNES and N64 games, like the source codes for those games.
Okay, I've heard some
Okay.
of this. Yeah.
And there have been like, and I don't know all of it, Steven, you probably know more, but the one thing I know is like the long rumored thing was Luigi
L
in
is
Mario
real.
64, and L is real. Luigi was gonna
He was
be in Mario 64. He's in the source code. He was
Huh.
in the game, and someone like put his code together, and he has a legit like
Character model?
character model. So he was like supposed to be in the game, but
no one
like,
has
they
ever
cut
seen
him out of
this
it.
before. People have
Yeah,
been
because they're
speculating
posting-
for years.
Yeah, this these leaks are like, it's not like fake. It's like the actual.
Game.
Like there's some Ocarina of Time stuff too that I don't really know what it is, but apparently there was like extra temples or
A lot of
something that
Pokemon
like got
stuff
cut
too,
or whatever.
like beta
yeah,
from Pokemon. So like all these like Pokemon that were never like made and stuff, like these models
And-
that
and people are downloading the files and like, of course you should, right? But but it's like it's the actual source code for the games, like the actual games. Like it's crazy.
I'm actually looking at
Yeah,
some of this Luigi
it's
stuff
a
right
big
now. This
deal.
is crazy.
That person. Here's the thing though, if
it's
they
a
find
big
out
deal
who did
because
it,
this is Nintendo. Like any
if
other
they-
developer wouldn't be as
Yeah.
big.
but it's Nintendo's like really good about this stuff, but also it's like whoever did this, they're gonna get in trouble, dude. They're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get so much trouble, dude.
Huge trouble. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff. But
Wow, Luigi's
Yeah, I don't-
in the game.
yeah, he has a full character model
Yeah.
and everything. L is real.
He's real.
And there's like Pokemon stuff. And I would suggest looking at it because there's like just like a whole bunch of
They have, like, a
Zelda
bunch of
stuff is
voice
constantly getting
lines from
updated. Like I don't know exactly.
Mhm.
It's all bonkers.
There's like a
like
unused voice lines from Star Fox 64. The original do a barrel roll voice.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
It's so crazy, dude. Yeah, here it is.
I
Here
heard
it
a little bit of it.
And then, so I suggest just checking it out because it's a lot of interesting stuff that it would be like a whole podcast to do just to talk about it.
Yeah.
But the last thing I wanted to ask you guys is, do you think holiday, this holiday, with the Scarlet, because I don't call it the Series X, Scarlet's a better name, with the Scarlet coming out and the PS5 coming out, do you think the Nintendo Switch Pro is going to be a thing? Do you think they're
Nope.
going to announce that soon? You don't think the more powerful Switch is going to be a thing?
It's going to be a thing, not this
No.
year. I think it gets
No?
announced this year. Will come out next year by, like, probably right before summer.
Maybe he's onto something because Nintendo has nothing.
Yeah.
Paper Mario they announced like 2 months ago. It's out now. They literally have nothing coming out first party wise for the rest of this year. And like that's why people are so concerned because it's like where's the direct? You got to announce something. And they're like, "Oh, here's a direct. No first party stuff though."
Well, we're going to get an actual direct soon.
Are
soon.
we?
I think-
Nintendo doesn't tell people when the direct happens.
True, but also Smash
like
kind
2
of needs
days
some
before.
updated DLC, and they've been working on the new characters. Like, I feel like they are getting close to revealing a Smash character because it's been such a big gap between the two. Granted, it's a new fighter pass, but like it's still been a long time since the last.
Well, COVID definitely slowed it down.
Yeah.
And they're not even shy. They've said that. Like Sakurai says, "Oh, we're working from home now. It's gonna take like 3 times as long as it normally would."
I think we get an announcement for a direct in like I'm not even joking, like October. I don't think it's coming anytime soon. And then October
They're going to have a big holiday release.
They're gonna have maybe a big holiday release, like a decent holiday release. I think they'll announce.
They're going to have a game at least.
I think they'll announce whatever the Switch Pro is, and I think that Breath of the Wild is going to be launching with the Switch Pro. Breath of the Wild 2.
Wow. That'd be cool.
Do you like Switch Pro or Switch Plus better?
Switch Plus is better, but everybody calls it Switch Pro.
You
and I'm
know
like,
they're gonna
it's
call it the new Nintendo Switch.
The new
Call
like
it
the new
Nintendo
3DS,
Switched, because the new spin on the
the
Switch.
Switcher,
Because of new
Switcher.
Pokemon Snap, new Super Mario
the
Brothers,
Nintendo,
new
the
3DS.
Nintendo button.
The button.
Yeah, because Pro is Sony's thing.
I don't know. I think it'll be.
Sony uses the
button.
Pro name. Nintendo
Yeah.
always uses new, and they always
Nintendo
Light.
Nintendo Switch X, Switch 2,
Nintendo
Switch U,
Infinite.
Wii U Reborn.
Let's
the
get
Wii
the
U's
Wii
making a
U
comeback.
Classic. The Wii U Classic.
Wii U Classic has come back.
They just
Um,
skipped the
I think,
N64 and Wii.
Yeah. I think that's their holiday, by the way. I think their holiday thing is going to be the N64 Classic.
That would be huge.
Oh my God, yes!
Mhm.
Especially since the source
Mhm.
code's out, it might as well.
Yeah, true.
Just
I think they're going to announce. I think they'll have something, but what? You know what it's going to be? You know what's going to be? The game that's going to defeat all these console releases.
Superman 64.
They're going to give me, and they're going to do it. They're going to do it for me. Is they're going to give me my Metroid Prime trilogy on the Switch, and then they're going to give me some goddamn gameplay of Metroid Prime 4.
That would be pretty badass, to be honest. That would be pretty damn nice.
Oh,
I hope.
so
man.
I'm waiting for it,
We can only hope.
especially since they got the original developers back on board.
Retro, right?
Yeah, they got them. They did that whole apology thing where they were like, "Listen, it wasn't going to be good, so we brought it
That's
back
crazy.
on, and
They-
we're gonna
Whatever
Of
they had,
course.
they just threw
Nintendo
out the
always
window.
does it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
they were like, we're gonna start from scratch.
because they know it'll sell.
Yeah, most people. I mean, to be fair, most people will be like, yeah, we're still working on it. It's just taking a while. But Nintendo's like, listen, it was kind of bad, so we're just gonna throw it out, and like we got the original team back.
Do over.
And
It's crazy
we're-
how honest they
gonna-
are.
We're gonna start over, and he even said, the guy was like, but it's gonna be like gonna be a longer wait. And I was like, and a lot of people were like, that's so dumb. And I was like, dude, I'll wait for
I feel like
a proper
Nintendo-
Metroid Prime 4.
Nintendo's the only developers that can get away with stuff that would normally make gamers really angry.
True.
But when they do it, everyone's like, "Oh, we understand." Like when Animal
Mhm.
Crossing was supposed to come out in November, they delayed it, and their excuse was, "Hey, we just want to make sure our workers are living like, decent,
No crunch.
fulfilling lives. We don't believe in crunch time." So that's the reason why we're delaying it. Expect it in March.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "They're awesome. They actually care about their employees." Okay, we'll wait. But like any
I
other
can't
developer, it'd
imagine
be like,
that
"Oh,
working
how
at
dare
Nintendo
you?"
is
Oh, yeah.
terrible. Who knows?
No
Maybe-
other company
maybe
would care
in the
about
next-
their
I mean,
employees.
with how this year has gone, who knows, right? But that's why I'm Nintendo for life.
Yeah, I'm a simp for Nintendo.
I am a simp for Nintendo. I will always chill I will shill for Nintendo. Okay, I don't shill for anyone, but I will shill for Nintendo. If they want me to come out here and go, if they're like every console sucks but the Switch, I agree, because if I had to get rid of all my consoles and only keep one, it's my Switch. I keep it my Switch.
I would have to probably agree with you there.
Does my PC count? Because I'd totally keep my PC.
No.
You can have your stupid out of date gaming thing.
With this as my controller.
Yeah. How dumb is that? That looks like my mouse.
It's actually kind of cool. It's a Gears of War controller. Or a Gears of War mouse. It's got the
Oh,
little-
that is cool,
Yeah,
actually.
it's literally like the same
This is
exact.
my
cool.
mouse.
It
My mouse
literally
looks
matches
cool.
I'm not showing it.
the controller.
I'm not showing my mouse.
It's the same thing. It's
I'm
really
not
cool.
showing my mouse.
You gotta show your mouse.
I'm not doing it. I'm not showing it. I'm embarrassed by it, and I'm not gonna show
He's
it.
gonna freeze when
Let
he
me
shows
see
the mouse.
it.
No, I'm not doing it. Fine. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You want to see the mouse? Fine.
He's gonna
hold
show a
on.
real mouse.
He's gonna show a rat.
He's gonna pull Ratatouille on us.
Okay. This is taking longer than.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Suspense is a thing of work. Okay.
When, on
Why was I don't know
Wednesday,
why
I want
that's so
you.
funny.
On Wednesday, cut this. Cut this bit.
Don't cut this. No. Here's the mouse. Here it is. You want to see it? Here's the
No,
bottom of the
that's
mouse.
the bottom
It's
of
got
the
tape on it.
mouse.
It's got tape on it so that the batteries don't fall. Here's the mouse. Here it is.
Oh,
Here it is.
that's-
I just like how he said be quiet, so like middle of conversation. He's like, oh, be quiet.
Click it. You want to see the bottom of the mouse?
lackluster.
It's clicky.
That's a mouse. A mouse.
Do you want to touch mouses? Just touch mouse.
All right.
Touch it.
Mine has little clickies on the side.
Touch it.
Does you have side clickies?
I do. This side.
No.
nice.
Yeah, I have one side clicky.
Side clickies are the best. That's how I get everywhere.
Yeah.
That was my ending bit. I don't have one anymore.
Too bad. We're wrapping up. We're gonna do things. We're actually doing hosting next week, guys. So that's gonna happen, and we're gonna talk about scary things. Joe, do something awkward. Steven, say cut this.
You want?
I
You thirsty? You want some beer?